Hello, everybody. Announcements before we begin. So, due to some absences next week, but also because the campaign's kind of hitting a moment where it's a lot of momentum right now, and I don't want to squander the momentum. No Morkborg next week. We're just going to do the campaign stuff next week because there's too much momentum going on with this campaign, and I don't want to do a full stop to take a week off. So no week off next week. Boom.
Okay.
That's that. Kate, what do you got?
I got some shops. If you want to check them out, check out the link in the chat, or you could also see the links in the description when this video is posted on YouTube.
I don't do that.
You
No, I'm
you you could check out the other links on the other videos on the channel.
Yeah. Do it or else, man.
Do it or else Helldivers will become real.
That's fine. Alright. So,
Do it or else level 1 prime will fall.
Do it or else democracy.
Democracy for liberty. Oh, it's so good. Anyways, last we left off, you tussled with the vampires in the theater. Before the fight began, the leader of this small pack with strange spider-like tattoos called out to Torger, addressing him as 738, causing the other vampires to be like, "Oh, that's the dude we're looking for." So the vampires that were currently draining the audience made their way towards your little area. The lead, after the fight kind of went really one-sided for you guys against the vampires, the lead vampire, realizing he couldn't capture Torger because of nonsense, there was like just stuff, the vampire began to flee, but was beheaded by Grin. The other vampires attempted to flee, but were dispatched by Torger and the hulking wooden knight-like guards of the city, the Oak Warders, that arrived on site to investigate. Due to your aid in helping the city, the Warders mentioned that the Storyteller, the archfey that rules this domain, would love to thank you all in person for your services. You took a quick rest while Antyr took the head of the lead vampire and attempted to search the body, but triggered a booby trap that was in the vampire's clothing, causing the body to explode in a ball of fire. Your rest was had, and you made your way to Harengon, the palace for the Storyteller. You were led to a meeting with him by his puppet-like assistant Duergar. While meeting the Storyteller, whose form was a giant elf-like head made of books, he seemed to read a few members of the party and explain that if they all didn't start trusting one another a little more, specifically two people, their story would have an unhappy ending. He also explained that the party would most likely be arrested on site in Midsummer, the domain you're all seeking to get to for the Seelie Court, due to your bargain with Antyr, who is an Unseelie Fae, and freeing the queen of the Unseelie Court, Baba Yaga. Hopper learned that they were also kicked out of the Green Guard for their part in releasing Baba Yaga, but the Seelie Court would wish to see if Hopper was still trustworthy and loyal, and would most likely force Hopper into an errand to prove it, or be executed for treason. He mentioned he'd bring you all to Midsummer come morning, and you all decided to spend the night in Harengon. While in your rooms, Antyr cast Chrono Recall on the head of the vampire, and learned that these vampires have been seeking Torger for some time to fight a creation, and that his allure and past experiences in the Colosseum would garner them some form of revenue or income. Wasn't really explained what that might be. In this vision, these vampires set out from their city and discovered they were suddenly under an ocean, swimming through ruins of a city, which I forgot to describe last week, so there it is. And they were not where they expected, believing they were still probably somewhere in the actual world. Through the spell, Antyr saw these vampires sneaking through the city, watching the party, which you all made perception checks with 2 sessions ago, but, things happen, and leading up to the attack in the theater. Torger explained his history when this all was brought up, explained why he was called 738, and that these attackers were part of an organization known as the Infinite Web, and that these were the people he fought for in the Underdark. You all then decided Midsummer could wait, and that this organization would need to be dealt with first, since their headquarters had shifted into the ocean outside the city when the Feywild merged with your world deep in the Underdark. So a portion of the Underdark is now in the ocean outside of this city. As you all found sleep, Antyr snuck into Arthur's chamber after failing to resist the entity, and nearly consumed Arthur's essence, but was able to resist it in that moment, while the entity drained Antyr instead. Arthur remained fast asleep, and eventually you all found a full night's rest and woke up a little late in the morning around 10 a.m. So, you all wake to the bright morning sun peeking through the windows of your own rooms. In each of your rooms you can see mice and rats scuttling about as they set up a tray of breakfast, foods, and tea on each of your beds before they scurry off into the walls and disappear. Each room is also decorated with a smoldering fireplace, and suddenly the visage of the storyteller appears in the flames. Whenever you're ready, find your way to my chambers. I shall whisk ye away to midsummer. And then... yeah, you're all in your own little private rooms. Antyr.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like shit. The entity is what wakes you. Just saying, or whatever you did, just out of your trance or whatever, is just, if you do not feed, I will take one of your friends when they sleep.
All right.
And then, yeah.
I attempted to do this and it fucked me over, so I'm not gonna do it again.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Nothing for right now. There's
Okay.
not much I can do right now.
Perfect. Oh, never mind. Hopper, you were cured by the disease from the storyteller. Never mind.
Hopper is changing back into his green guard armor and taking off the Bramblehide cuirass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. You've used it. Torger's used his cloak from Anti-Gothel. Antyr's used the book a lot from Anti-Gothel. Perfect, perfect, perfect. The others, Vonkar, Grin, did not use their gifts from Anti-Gothel, which is fun to kind of put out there, just as I say this. Yeah, Hopper, as you take it off,
Mm-hmm.
you feel a connection that was constant, that you didn't really notice, break. Like, hard to explain. But you take it off and you can feel like something lift. Like a presence.
Mm-hmm. Don't know if I love it or hate it. I think feeling that, I'm gonna raise an eyebrow at the armor, and then ritually cast Identify on it.
You've already cast Identify on it before. Identify just tells you what the item is. It doesn't tell you any other
Okay.
things. You would need legend lore, or maybe
Would detect
no.
magic give me anything
That
that I
is
don't already know?
no.
No. Okay.
It's a bummer, eh?
Yeah, it's a real big bummer. Cool.
Here you go, guys. Just have these
Okay.
weird items that I'm giving you for no reason, and they're kind of creepy.
Yeah, totally for no reason, Josh.
Here, Vonkar, here's some gauntlets that have screaming faces on them. Antyr, here's a flesh book. Hopper, here's an armor made of brambles that stabs you when you first wear it, you know?
Yeah.
Super chill, super casual.
Gotta
totally
tell you, it's
casual.
really funny because the Vonkar hasn't used the gauntlets for a dumb reason that I won't say, because it's a reason that's related. It's a reason related
Yeah,
to a
I
thing
know
he
what
does.
I know why.
What? Do
I
you?
know
What is
why.
it? What is it?
Yeah. It's because he likes to keep his digits open for eating.
Yes. Yes, it is. They cover his fingers.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
full, like stone.
That hasn't been announced, but Grin's been around the whole time and he's seen it. He knows. He knows he
Yep,
likes his
yeah.
freedom.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Likes
all
touching stuff.
wake up to the noise of like these mice and rats scurrying around on your beds, making you food, like setting up a breakfast tray. And they scurry off into the walls, and yeah, the storyteller's head appears in the fireplace, and just like, whenever you're ready, and then fades.
Grin will go outside.
Torger's already outside, like, doing push-ups.
You guys ready to get arrested?
For what?
It would be the least
That's
of
what-
our
Arthur
punishments.
is like, oh, I thought we all agreed we were gonna help Torger with the thing.
All right. But then this guy just said he was going to teleport us to the.
Well, he probably doesn't know that we've decided that. We didn't tell him.
Ah, jeez.
You
We
just
can
said
relay a
whatever.
message.
As you're all, like,
Or we could
gathering...
go talk to him in person.
As you're all gathering in the foyer, you can see the little German boy puppet doll, like Pinocchio almost. Duergar is standing there. Oh, hello, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed your morning. I am been told to bring you to the storyteller when you are ready.
Apologies, Bruger, but I think we might have a change of plans.
Alright, I shall go tell
Yeah.
him that you'll be communing with him some other time.
Yeah, we got a little errand to run. Another
Unless-
little story to
Unless you're fucking lying.
tell. No?
Why would
Huh?
we lie to you, Bruger?
Everyone lies. I hate liars.
Yeah. You're a good guy. And pats him on the head.
Immediately just kind of like, if a puppet could scowl.
Oh no.
I could kill each and every one of you in a blink of an eye.
This guy's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck, then. I shall tell the storyteller you are already engaged in something else.
We'll be back.
Ha! Good. I don't like liars. And
We
just,
should probably go see if there's a place that sells things that allow us to breathe underwater.
no.
Oh, we
No?
got stuff. We got the funky.
There is no such
Things
Wait.
that don't.
Didn't somebody cast Remove Curse on the funky?
Mm-mm.
I thought somebody did, okay. I thought that
I did the
happened
spell
at some point.
magic. That's the only way that I could end the spell
Oh, yeah, okay.
to stop us from.
Good to know.
Oh yeah, and the water breathing spell.
Yeah, so the funky's somewhere. Somebody has it.
I have it. I typically keep it on me. Keep it
Cool.
strapped.
So you have this disgusting
Strapped.
monkey that's been sewed together with a fish to be a mermaid,
Yeah.
like the
Our
sideshows.
mascot. Our mascot.
You take it out for the first time in a couple weeks since it's been
Yeah.
used last, and it stinks a little more.
I'm gonna take my water skin and just splash some water on it.
It like breathes for a second and then goes back to being still. The first time you've actually seen it kind of like, you know,
React.
yeah.
Gross. It's gonna, like, when you do like a beached whale, just gonna kind of make sure it gets thoroughly soaked in.
Okay, so you're soaking the funky. Cool.
Just kind of keeping it moist.
The stink,
Lemons?
this stink goes away a little bit,
Like
and
pets,
it looks like
basically.
it looks less desiccated now, and like mummified. Like it's siphoned up all the water you poured on it like a sponge.
Right, we could rely on the funky to do what it needs to do to get us under the water. Is there anything else that we need to get or acquire before we venture down below? Can everybody see in the dark?
Arthur's like, nope.
I can.
Also, I think I'm gonna stay behind. Just
Good idea.
That would be a wise decision for you.
if
officer.
if it is the Underdark, I don't think I would fare well in the Underdark.
Do you not have a book where you explored the Underdark and had some lustful adventures?
No, those were all stolen adventures. Most of my stories, I just took other people's stories from my own.
Yeah, that's why you
Artists.
hired us so that you could take our stories, right?
Yeah, but you'll get credit because you guys signed that contract. And never reached,
Oh.
and yeah, you've never reached out to me for my financial reimbursement, which is great. Because I don't have any of my money with me.
Yeah, I don't think you have the money to. Hey, Vonkar, question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forgive my assumptions here, but I think we've heard you talk about with Torger that you're also from the Underdark. Are you from the Underdark?
I think so.
You think so? You think you've
I
talked
think
about
so.
it, or you think you're from there?
I think I'm from there.
Do I believe him? Is he being forthright?
I don't know.
Can I roll an insight check to see if
Yeah.
he's being forthright?
Vonkar, perception or persuasion or deception, your choice. But roll it hidden so they don't know what if it's.
Okay.
Then 10.
Oh,
How do you
That's
roll hidden?
Have you right click? And you could
My
do
right click,
DM
it just-
only.
It like right click. So it doesn't.
under the game log,
Uh-huh.
for the dice view, right? If you click on everyone, oh no, never mind.
Oh yeah. You could
There's
do
a way
that.
you can do like 2 DM or whatever.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
getting
yeah.
a problem if I right click on stuff. It just gives me like my normal
Oh,
right click
so
menu.
click.
It doesn't.
So click on the dice when it down on the dice roller thing,
Uh-huh.
and then in the drop down menu when it says to everyone, it should be like to self, to everyone, to DM.
I don't see a drop down.
Up in the top right
No,
game
like-
log.
There's also in the bottom left when you click on your dice to click which ones you want to
Yeah.
roll. It'll show like blah blah blah.
Oh,
Oh,
I can
once you
select
click on the
the
die, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll just have to manually
Whoops.
add.
Okay, not that. Well. All right. Well, I'll take it. No, never mind. No, I won't. Okay. Just change it. There we
why
go.
are you attacking Antyr, Torger?
Okay. And that's at a +2.
Okay, so
I rolled a 10.
Oh, I mean, I had to do the die, not the.
so Antyr got a 10. Vonkar, you got a 12 plus
14.
14. Cool. All right, yeah.
Right. Anyway, so I'm guessing if you don't remember that you're from there, potentially could be you don't have any advice on what we can expect.
Oh, I came from theirs. Just look
Right.
out for bugs, big spiders, and other things.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, we don't have to worry about that whatever ruined city that we saw under the water as well.
Yeah, it was like a white marble city.
That I saw.
White. I'm not gonna do that voice. Torger just explains that light sources are like beacons in the Underdark. There is really not a lot of light in the Underdark because all the denizens down there are adapted to it, and any form of light, things are like, oh, that's not supposed to be down here, and they kind of just swarm towards it. So basically, Torger will explain: light, bad, unless some cities have natural light, but wandering the Underdark, generally, there is no light, and creatures will use light as, like, beacons to, like moths to a flame kind of deal.
Makes sense.
So for the people who can't see, which is only Hopper, but you got your
But I have
goggles.
goggles of night.
Yeah, Arthur's like, no, I'm gonna stay. That sounds awful. You guys have fun.
I'd definitely stay behind.
Yeah, that's a good
We'll
place to
have
hang
many
out.
adventures without you.
Pulls open the book, flips the page he's been writing. My humble associates decided that they would head into the Underdark alone, and I wished them only the best, knowing that my bravado would only outshine them. Closes the book.
All right. So should we just go right now? Are we ready to? Do we want to just leave? Get some food and then. Oh wait, we have food here.
Yeah, you have your breakfast that you were all given by the mice and rats.
I don't know, Torger, do you know what we might need on our way down there?
No,
Or
it wasn't underwater when I did it last.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, once we're down there, that's all.
Warm clothes.
Like, are there a lot of poisonous stuff? Should we
No.
get some, like, okay.
There's exploding mushrooms
Great.
called torch stalks that explode in fire.
It explodes in fire.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that voice all night. Yeah. Just kind of says, exploding mushrooms, light is generally draws creatures to you, because the creatures down there don't need it. There's spiders.
Great. So we're as prepared as we're going to be.
Yeah.
Check this out.
All right. I think we're good. I think I've got enough. We got enough food. Right? We got enough food.
Yeah, you guys just also had a bunch of breakfast made for you. You could just take with.
Mm-hmm.
If this was a grim dark campaign, I'd be keeping track of your resources, food, and drink.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't.
Not for D&D. That does not sound fun for D&D.
Yeah.
Heading to the dock. Antyr's gonna try to guide the group to the area that he watched
Yeah,
the
easily done.
vampire. Yeah, like try to take them.
Okay. So you exit Harkhaven. You can see Oak Warders have positioned a lot of them around the theater that you're all at, and they're kind of just combing the theater and still taking out bodies. You can see the imps that we're working in are just having a blast. They think it's funny. They don't really... They're like, oh, some semblance of chaos and bloodshed. We like that. So the imps are stoked. But eventually you wind your way down to the docks, and out from the docks is this expanse of just emerald green water, as far as the eye can see, like an ocean. There are ships docked. They're all kind of weird, like, looking. One ship's called, like, the Salted Cow. I don't know. Just a bunch of weird ships. And you can see about 30 feet out is roughly where the individuals surfaced. And people are working the docks. There's boats sailing and in and out. It's a very, like, active harbor.
All right, so we're gonna be going right through here.
Yeah, everybody ready to get wet?
Oof.
Stoked.
Also, yeah, reminder for people that weren't here, Grin is 7 feet tall. That happened.
Oh yeah.
Also, I
Just-
totally forgot something.
Yeah.
When we leveled up to level 7,
Oh, okay.
which is that Vonkar got a third rune.
Right.
I totally did not select it. I missed that I had never selected it when we leveled up. So I've done that now.
What'd you put it on?
So I picked the third rune I picked is the storm rune.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it's the because it can be any. If I remember correctly, it can be any item. It can be regardless if it's a magic item.
Yeah, anything
Yeah.
you're
So-
carrying, yeah.
Yeah, it's on the Worm Reaver gauntlets.
Okay, cool.
And the storm rune, what it does is gives me advantage on Arcana checks, but most importantly, I cannot be surprised as long as I'm not incapacitated.
Beautiful.
That's good.
As well
That's
as,
good.
yeah,
That's good
and
for Underdark.
when invoked, puts him into a prophetic state for 1 minute or until he's incapacitated, and during that time he can, as a reaction, give or advantage or disadvantage on any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check
Oh, jeez.
for anyone within
Nice.
60 feet.
That is amazing.
As you're kind of scanning out, you can see just like a lot of these weird ships sailing in and out, selling wares that don't make sense. Also, When Grin grew to 7 feet, the armor you were probably wearing that was non-magical probably broke. Just.
Oh no! Goodbye, armor.
But Arthur would have given you
Nakey.
more. Arthur's like, I'm not using this today. Here, and it's just the same. He had studded leather as well, so.
Just have
He's also
halfling
small.
studded leather.
Yeah, it'll fit.
It's just like
it still
It
fits.
just like
A
covers
crop
my
top.
rib cage and that's it.
Yeah, but it's better than leather armor that's this big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a really
That's
bad
true.
choker is Grin's old armor.
But yeah, you can see the spot where they came up.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Um, for the water breathing from the funky,
Yeah.
it says I could select up to 8 willing creatures. Do I have to be in that,
No.
or can I pick others?
Up to 8 willing creatures.
Okay. Cool. Antyr will. Everybody ready? I guess just hop in the
Yeah.
water.
Okay. Torger hops in. Kabloop.
Antyr's gonna stand still. Antyr's not jumped in the water yet. Antyr's like looking down, grabs a funky, turns it so it's facing the others who are all in the water,
Yeah.
and it's gonna cast water breathing.
Okay. As the water breathing comes out, 2 new things happen.
And,
1, it spews salt water out on everybody that's being targeted. 2, no one has gills formed this time. And the only thing that's different is you gave the funky water, and it kind of changed how it looked.
Antyr checks, inspects the
It's still,
others.
yeah, everyone looks fine. Everyone, if your heads are still above the water, the curse from this thing isn't making it so you can only breathe water. You can still breathe air. As
Right.
before, it's forced you to only breathe water.
That was a sacrifice I was willing to make. Antyr will go ahead and you watch as Antyr takes the astral cord and flicks it so it goes around their neck once, and they tighten it. It looks like they're almost like asphyxiating themselves, but as they do, this bubble appears. Boom. They cast the air bubble on themselves.
Perfect.
Jumps in.
So now you have like a big old bubble around your head.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you guys are you're all in an emerald colored ocean. Do you all start?
Alright. Alright, can we breathe underwater? I haven't tested it yet. I don't want to gag.
Oh,
But we find out.
should be able to.
Yeah, you can breathe underwater. Don't Vonkar, you go under and you can breathe. You can see Torger under there already.
Just imagine like aspirating from like.
Yeah.
Antyr will take the funky, by the way, instead of stashing it away, is gonna take like the hideaway sack. It has like the cords and such. It's gonna kind of wrap it around so it hangs, like the funky and the sack are kind of hanging on
Okay.
like Antyr's waist, just to let the funky breathe. And it seemed like it likes water, so let it have its moment. It's been
Perfect.
months. It's been weeks since
It's been
in water.
yeah.
So
It's been like 2 weeks.
because we used it when at the
at the lake when you went to the
first
ziggurat.
lake.
The
Yeah.
ziggurat. That was the last time.
yeah.
So
So been a while.
we're on day 20, and I think that was like early days.
The upside down
Yeah.
ziggurat.
yeah, that was in the Marrow Deeps. Like, oh my god, when we met
A
those
while ago, like
fucking
about 2 weeks ago.
the
um,
Grung or whatever.
But oh yeah, Fontaine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
Uh,
Oh my god, Justin, that will forever be the bane of my existence. That
I
character.
love Fontaine.
I thought they were great.
That is the accent that I hear. I'm
I
sorry, I'm
know.
gonna go on a tangent from Louisiana.
I know.
That is the accent that I hear.
I know.
From Cajun, and it's just
I
like,
know.
no.
I know. As you guys dive beneath the tide of this emerald-colored ocean and swim downwards deeper and deeper, the ocean is exceptionally clear, and you can see hundreds and hundreds of feet out to either side. So you could see a shark swimming like hundreds and hundreds of feet out if there was one swimming around. Like it's that far out, which is kind of like unsettling in a way.
Yeah.
The ocean
Phobia?
Thassalophobia.
Yeah.
The ocean floor is visible from this depth as well, and littered about the ocean floor in large swaths, stretching for what looks like miles, is a ruined city made of white marble and thousands of humanoid non-fey bodies floating within the rubble. Some bodies, like this is still far down, like you guys aren't close yet to it. Some bodies are far too heavy to float and rest on the floor of the ocean. These bodies are wearing like platinum armor, and they're all just like resting at the bottom of the ocean. Is he being to? And you guys can talk underwater because you have water breathing. Antyr, yeah, sure.
You guys see that? You guys see that down there? Should we investigate
There's some
that?
good armor. We should salvage it and try to see if we can get some coin.
And then Antyr, when you cast a spell, the vampires were swimming through this ruins, so the ruins is basically where you have to go anyway.
Yeah. Do I reckon? Is there any like, just at this moment, are there any visual cues of what city this could have been or what place this could have been? Okay. Now that we saw like the platinum armor and stuff like that. Okay.
No.
Right.
It's Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary.
I've only ever heard like read Reddit stories of Gary, Indiana, and it sounds awful. Anyways, you're swimming down towards the ruins. Like, are you following? Are you gonna follow the path that you saw in the spell, or?
Yeah. Did they seem like they were being like? I almost said subdual, but was it subterfuge? Like, were they trying to be like sneaky?
They're like swimming through like the ruins to keep themselves concealed.
Yeah. Okay. Then we're gonna be. Antyr will try their very best to match the movements and quietly guiding whoever, because Antyr's not gonna lead the lead at all. We'll try to guide the others.
Yeah, this looks like trouble. That starts with T. That rhymes with P.
Rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
As you do get deeper, though, the bodies are wearing platinum plate armor with dragon-like helmets and long cloaks of swirling colors, like a deep crimson mixed with a deep blue. There's a bunch of knights in this, like, platinum draconic armor scattered about the bottom of the ocean, and there's just other bodies that look like just civilians floating, pinned by debris. There are no underwater growths of any vegetation anywhere about the city, like growing on anything, which makes it seem like this city suddenly appeared here. The amount of people floating about makes it very easy to tell there wasn't time for an evacuation. The largest structure here appears to be a massive keep of white marble, the tallest spire having broken off and resting among the coral and ocean floor a little ways out. Also scattered about the floor of the ocean are broken and shattered multicolored cathadium crystals that no longer seem to be emitting their magical aura, completely useless. You can also see a nearby uncrumbled stone statue. What it once depicted is no longer visible, but the plaque is still intact, just slightly like cracked in places. It looks like you'll have to swim through to reach where the drow came from, based on what you saw, Antyr. The keep being the major point of interest that you would have seen. Like they swam towards, or they're swimming out of the keep, like in that area.
Is our path going to take us close to any of the bodies of the knights?
There's bodies everywhere, so yeah.
Antyr's going to swim over to...
Like, it looks like a whole battalion.
Yeah, Antyr's going to swim over to one of them.
Okay.
And kind of like... Because you said they have...
like full head, like, draconic helmets made of platinum and then platinum plate armor.
Does it look like a helmet that you have to take off completely, or can you slide like a faceplate?
This is one you'd have to take off completely.
Okay, Antyr's going to undo the straps.
Okay.
And try to just remove the helmet.
Yeah, it's just a human man who is like face is frozen in a scream. Like the the only amount of like the only thing they could do enough time to react was just a scream, and then.
Does their body look like they've, body like in water? Don't they usually like swell or something? I don't know how bodies or whatever. Don't they?
No,
That's only if they
opposite
die.
in water.
Yeah.
Oh.
If they drown, they sink. If they are dead and then fall into water, they
float. Yeah, so this is just a person who is full of water and is just resting at the. Also, they're wearing armor, so they're like.
But that makes sense. But this is more like it's the visual appearance of someone who's been underwater, like a body has been underwater for a while.
Oh,
signs of.
You can give me a medicine check.
Okay. That's what I was saying.
But yeah, there's all these bodies.
I want to try to see how long they've been under the water.
Sure. There's a sign nearby or a statue nearby, but it's broken off. But there's a plaque on the statue that's still intact, and yeah, there are a bunch of bodies everywhere: civilians, knights.
I'm gonna go read the plaque on the statue.
Sure.
And I rolled a 17.
17.
Reretta's a beautiful name.
This body hasn't been underwater for a long time. Maybe only 1, 2, 3 days, which is around the time that the world merged with the Feywild.
Do we see signs of, like, how do I say it? Like water collapsing in, or like a sudden, like water pressure because this is kind of deep down, like a crushing pressure on any of these.
The buildings. It looks like this city appeared at the bottom of the ocean when the world went. So everyone was just like above ground 1 minute. The next second, deep, like, at bottom of the ocean, just like, what the
Right, that, so, like, immediate water in the ears, like making the eyes pop.
Like, no time to react, right?
Yeah.
Buildings are, like, demolished. But there are still some bodies intact. The people in the armor, actually, yeah, the armor would be, like, pushed in places from the pressure. But it's not...
Antyr's gonna put the platinum helmet in his bag.
Sure. Hopper, you're reading the sign, the plaque on the statue?
Yes.
Oh boy. Anundial City, the city under the sun.
That's what I thought.
I was thinking that too, but I wasn't sure.
I didn't want it to be true, but I had to check. No,
yeah. Just
the
says,
coin could have been here.
It just says...
Or anything buns. Or bunts anything.
Yeah. No, it's...
The glutton for punishment?
Yeah, glutton for punishment.
We gotta go find glutton
please
for
say,
punishment,
please
guys.
say that isn't here. Please say it just like this place
Please say they
split.
closed up like 2 years ago, please.
If they...
come on.
Oh, bless.
Come on, Justin, please.
How many years? Wait, how many years are we?
6.
Oh, yeah. We skyrocketed.
I will say the debris is spread out for miles.
Oh, bless.
Do we see any bugbears in the near vicinity?
Probably.
Now that we're down in the city proper,
you see people of varying lineages.
Does it look like we're in a certain district of the city? Like, you know how some cities have more of the wooden homes for the residential, and then your stones are probably more of your
mostly stone. A lot of the city looks like it was built from mostly white marble.
Yeah. If I were to guesstimate, just Claire-wise, I feel like we're in that religious district.
You can give me an investigation check.
Sure. I have a pretty good investigation on that. 16.
16. A lot of the marble has, when it exploded from the water pressure, has turned into a fine dust, so it mixes in with the sand, but you can see where it mixes in with the sand. And judging on the scale of what you're looking at here, Antyr, probably a whole city.
I know this isn't the nicest thing to think. This looks like it's kind of a big city. Do you think there's any useful stuff in here? Even magic items and stuff? I've never been to this city. I think I've heard of it before.
I believe it was the capital of Anundil.
Alright.
It was a continent.
I mean, I don't know it, but I've heard it.
You said that there's a remaining cathedral or barracks
a
or
keep.
something. A keep. Do we have to go to that keep?
That's what
Or
you
is it out of the
saw.
way?
That's where you saw the people like swimming around when they left the ruins.
Okay, so they didn't actually come from inside there.
No, it looks like they came from like around there. Like when they
Around it.
surfaced, the keep was like right there.
Got it. Okay, so
Not like when they surfaced out of like the Underdark. That's where the keep was kind of around.
Okay, how about this? We have quite a bit of time. What if we go and find where this entrance is? We can mark it, and then if we want to do a bit of underwater, are we okay with exploring a bit? Potentially finding some resources? Some things that could be
They are
useful?
not destroyed. It could be useful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Dustin.
LOL.
Oh, nice,
Right.
Justin.
And I will say this, Justin, you were putting something behind you on a shelf or something, and it looked like you were putting something in a window when you were earlier because of your frame. Yeah, it was really funny. We'll go ahead and find that. We'll make sure that we know where it's at so we can easily come back to it. But I think Hoppa had a good idea of looking for things that could be. Was that Hoppa? Was it Grin?
Grin.
Oh, Grin. Of looking for things that could be useful within this city. Are we in agreement?
Yeah.
Torger nods.
Right, this way.
I don't move too well in the water, by the way, so I'm just gonna have to latch onto the fastest person.
Which Torger's swimming speed is gonna be not fast.
My swimming speed is 5 feet.
Yeah, I know. Torger's is
So-
20.
Your swimming
Torger's
speed?
Torger's is 22, but so it'd be rounded down to 20. So Torger's is 20. Yeah, because Grin's walking speed is 10 feet.
I got these wings. that
Oh,
are...
for a reason, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Torger
Um,
has 20 feet of swimming speed.
Who seems like the slowest in our group,
Grin.
movement wide? Grin, Vonkar, are you moving okay?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's half movement right now underwater.
So does Vonkar have a reduced movement, or no?
No.
No.
I do have a question, Justin.
Yeah.
And this gets into a little bit of the minutia, which we're streaming. That's not something we totally want to get
Yeah.
into. However, my size just increased to 7 feet. If I'm still moving at a 10-foot move speed,
That's true.
that means I'm taking itty bitty steps as I go.
So it'd probably be normal then, like 30.
Okay. All right.
You have to find your new stride, Grin.
Yeah.
No, Antyr will cast. Antyr will spend a
makes
third
sense,
level
yeah.
spell slot and do a temporal accelerant on himself.
Of course.
Grin. I can do 3.
Torger's only
with
at
the third
20.
level.
Torger's only at 20 underwater, so that's not
Well,
terrible.
Torger's the fastest because we're at 15.
Yeah, Torger's
right?
at 45, so halved round it would be 22, but you don't do 22 in battle or anything, so we rounded to 20.
Okay,
It'd
then
be-
it won't
it'd
be.
be,
Yeah, it won't be Antyr. It'll be Torger. It'll be Torger, Grin, and Grandpa.
Yeah, get fucked
Yeah,
off her.
Vonkar. Yeah.
No,
Well,
because
Vonkar's-
Hopper's a way of typically does have distance stuff, right? Don't you have some distance?
I mean, I can Misty Step a couple
There you go.
times a day, but that's it.
You're fine.
Okay.
But y'all three are typically our front line, major front line. Actually, y'all all four are front
Yeah.
line fighters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grin's really slow at the
Grin
moment.
has
I'm just-
sharpshooter feet, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have,
Okay, then it'll be
Grin's
Torger,
mix.
Torger,
Yeah.
Hopper, and Vonkar to get them
Yeah.
potentially if
I
they
have
need to
a
move the
magic cannon
fastest.
and a gun, so
Right. Yeah,
So for the next hour, y'all.
Garrett, you can just override your walking speed to 30 feet. Whatever.
Okay, I'll just log it here. for
Okay,
now.
cool.
Yeah, y'all's
we don't
movement
know
speed
what's
is
going
now increased by 10 feet.
Perfect.
Torger, Vonkar, and Hopper.
So Torger's swimming at 30 feet then. Perfect.
I'm swimming at 25.
Nice. All right. Do you swim towards you're not in the city yet? Do you swim to enter the city finally? Okay. As you swim, swimming through the fragments of this ruined city is quite the somber affair, I guess. Floating throughout the ruins and streets are the lifeless bodies of thousands upon thousands of people of varying lineages and ages, and it's much clearer as you swim through that when your world, shifted into the Feywild, there wasn't any time to react, especially with the city appearing suddenly on the ocean floor. And Antyr and Grin, if you recall, you guys had a vision of the capital cities of each continent floating, protected from the Grand Restoration and all that ongoing. You get a sense that with Kenna-Pashan's earlier demise, perhaps, that their plan to rescue those cities or protect those cities didn't fully come to realization.
Yapping.
There were hints. There's also a bit of movement, like fast movement up in the water up ahead, like a quick blur of something Grin-colored almost, that darts behind a piece of rubble, and I need everyone to make perception checks.
Where's that?
And I would recommend Owlbear for everybody, just in case.
Oh dear.
Where's that? I don't see anything.
Natural 1.
Oh,
13.
13. Torger, 11 plus 4, 15. Perfect.
22 for me.
22. The DC is 17. So there's 5 people in the party. 3 people need to beat that DC. Antyr, what'd you get?
22.
22. Hopper.
That was the only one.
Natural 1 for a total of
Okay. Grin.
Yeah, Antyr was the only one that beat it.
Antyr.
Yep.
Torger got a 15 is what I said. Okay. So, okay. Surprise round for everybody. Everyone's surprised except Antyr. Oh no! Vonkar, you have your
Surprised.
cool.
The storm runes give him just a flash of the future.
Perfect.
What was that?
Perfect. Alrighty. You all, as you're swimming, you see a quick blur of movement. Antyr spots it. Vonkar doesn't, but isn't surprised by it. You see like 12 of these goblin-like things that are like pale blue goblins, but their lower halves are all tentacles. And they begin swimming really fast towards you all. About 12 of them. Hopper, you would probably know these to be called Grindylows. And switching to the battle map. By swarmed, I mean
so
swarmed.
There's so many. Holy cow.
Oh, I love this. Oh my god, it's been a long time since we've done any swarm stuff. Let's go.
All right. Let's freaking do this.
Oh, there it is.
So, everybody roll initiative.
22, but I'm surprised.
Yep.
Oh, I should have forgot that was a thing. Oh, not bad.
19.
19 as well.
Okay. Antyr does go before Grin because +6 to initiative bonus. I need to lower that music for me. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Boom. Is everybody clocked in here? Oh, Vonkar. Alright. Hopper, surprised. Antyr. You're swimming all of a sudden out of all the like debris of the city, having like claimed it as their own. You can see one of them, a few of them are like eating body parts from the people that have arrived. And here you see the one of them's eating like a shaggy leg, like a brown hairy leg that probably belongs to a bugbear. And then other like limbs, they're like chewing on other limbs. But yeah, you're up.
All right. Seeing that everybody looks a little befuddled as these creatures swarm, Antyr is going to
Also,
react quickly.
Is there a bubble concentration?
No.
Okay.
It lasts for 24 hours,
Cool.
just like
Perfect.
theirs. And I can't be suffocated.
Correct.
Antyr is going to focus and grab the astral cord and look like they grab into some dimensional space, and as they pull back out, it's almost like they pull this kind of like semi-ethereal tether, and they smash it into their chest, and there's this pulse of energy that goes, and Antyr's like lower jaws, you see almost like, or yeah, like lower part of their face, it almost looks like it distorts into this like tentacles, like a Mind Flayer's tentacles, as they cast Cosmic Fury.
Ooh.
And the damage they're going to do, and why it looks like tentacles, is because it's going to be psychic damage,
Okay.
to mimic a Mind Blast from a Mind Flayer. That was their bonus action.
Yep.
And it is a 15-foot cone. They're going to go here, and they're going to blast these bitches.
So H-A-G. Hag.
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 This is
Whoa.
Antyr's big brain working
Yeah.
right now. Oh.
Also, since we're underwater, melee attacks by creatures that don't have swimming speed, disadvantage on the attack unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. Hopper, your new sword would be disadvantage because it's a long sword.
Gotcha.
Range attacks automatically misses target beyond the weapon's normal range, which is the first number. Even against a target with normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, net, or weapon that is thrown like a javelin.
Okay.
And Vonkar's punching underwater.
I forget. Do those count as natural weapons or no?
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
So those are going to be disadvantage because you're
Gotcha. Okay.
trying to punch underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Antyr, they need to make saves, you said?
Dexterity 18.
14, 10, 5.
Okay, they take full psychic damage, 3d6. They take not great. That's all right. They take 10 psychic damage.
Yeah, those 3 look awful. Oh, and guess what?
Mhm.
I almost forgot. D20.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Look on the bright side. If it's a fireball, you're all resistant.
I've been casting a lot of stuff and I haven't done it.
Oh yeah. Do 2.
First one. A 7.
Roll D100. Luckily, fireball going off around here would be half damage to everything in the vicinity because you're underwater.
77.
Okay. This is gonna be for. We're gonna ignore the first one because now this is kind of fucked up if we try to do this retroactively.
Okay.
You go to cast it. You cast it, and you feel this odd sensation. You feel the allure of running through a field and eating hay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell DC.
Oh no.
Like, ooh, yeah, natural one's not gonna do it.
You polymorph into a sheep,
Bah.
which means
with a thing around your neck.
Air
So,
bubble with
just
these
yeah. Keep in mind,
Ceramorphed.
you no longer have your mental abilities. You're a sheep.
Oh, so this.
Alignment and you retain your alignment and personality, but your mental ability is now that of the sheep.
Oh,
I Google
no.
what a shape is really quick.
It's bad.
Real bad.
Would you say,
It's
Justin?
a
Would you say
CR1
it's
character.
bad?
That is what I just said.
They have good wisdom.
So
It's really
yeah,
bad intelligence.
you cast polymorph on yourself, and because it's wild magic, a wild magic spell does not have concentration on it. So you are a sheep until you drop to 0 hit points. So you all watch Antyr nearly kill these 3 Grindylows, and then just a couple seconds later, and then just a blue,
guess that's
an
my
ethereal
turn.
blue sheep.
That is gonna be my go
that
for
sucks.
sure.
Perfect.
You still have movement.
As a sheep, yep.
Yeah.
No, my movement speed
She's-
is even worse.
It's not going to be it's not going to be a sheep for long. Grindylow
Valid.
G is going to bite you.
Mhm.
It sees food. The food just changed into a big fluffy sheep. And these things don't have disadvantage because they're underwater creatures. 11 to hit the sheep.
Yeah, it
Okay.
just hit, by the way.
So it
Did.
bites on the sheep and starts ripping into the sheep with these like
Ma.
serrated shark-like teeth, and as you see like blood like getting into the water, and you can see like bits of wool getting ripped off. Sheep tier, you take 3 piercing damage.
That is just enough to knock me out of sheep.
Back to Antyr. So yeah, you're just no damage to Antyr, but 3 to the sheep. So you're no longer a
I'm
sheep.
pretty sure I lost
Hey.
concentration, right?
No.
No,
Well, I'll have to roll now to do
yeah, DC
because
10.
yeah, it took damage.
What do you? Cosmic Fury. Yeah.
Oh my god! I
Wow.
rolled just what I needed. I rolled a 10.
Okay, so it bites you. You're no longer a sheep. You do know you were a sheep, which is a fun thing to think about.
Yeah.
Grindilo Eye is gonna swim. Like these things swim. They swim. They're fast.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna swim towards Torger, and go for a bite against Torger. Natural 1. It's like trying to like get onto Torger, and Torger's just like dodging. Grin surprised. Torger surprised.
Oh, good. But my surprised condition ends.
Yes, so your turn ends with you. Like it ends at the end of your turn.
Cool. So now they won't have advantage on me.
They wouldn't have had it anyway.
You just can't
have
take
advantage
reactions
on
and
surprised
stuff.
creatures.
You just can't.
No? Oh.
Surprise creatures just can't do anything or take reactions until their turn passes.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Torger,
Yeah.
surprised. Yeah, surprise is kind of a wet fart. Actually, no, you just miss a turn.
Unless you're a rogue.
You just miss a turn, yeah. H, gonna come swimming towards Vonkar. Big food. It just thinks of you as like a big shellfish when you're armor.
Big food energy.
Big food.
Just thinks Vonkar's a big old crab and it wants to get into that shell. Does it have pack tactics? Does it have pack tactics? No. Okay. 19 plus 3, 22 to hit.
Oof.
Believe that's a yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. So you take 3 piercing damage. This thing bites onto your arm and just like hangs on like a cat clawing into you. Just bites in and just is hanging on. Cool. Grindilo J. Where's that one? Oh, it's gonna swim towards Torger. Pack tactics, so advantage. 14 plus 3 misses Torger. Grindilo B. God. Gonna swim right up to Antyr and go for a bite against Antyr with advantage because of pack tactics.
Ooh,
19 to hit
that hits.
for 4 piercing damage. Concentration check.
No, it drops.
No Cosmic Fury. Grindilo E. Holy fuck. Alright, gonna swim in from behind to fill this gap and is gonna bite Grin.
Pack tactics, Phil, you know.
No pack tactics on this one, I don't think. Yeah, it does. Thanks, Lex. Doesn't hit though. 8 plus 3. So these things are just swarming and trying to bite you guys, and you know, Grindilo C.
I'm just imagining like those that footage of like piranhas just going.
Yeah, essentially.
And it's just like
I'm a
all this
piranha.
energy like in bubbles like happening all around
Yeah,
us.
Hopper. One swarms at you from your side. Pack tactics as it tries to bite you.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Shield.
Roll a d20.
9.
9. Roll a d100. So you.
59.
Oh, so close. You regain your lowest level expended spell slot.
Hell yeah, I got the spell slot back.
Cool.
Nice.
Grindilo F. They all went. Is gonna come to, try to get Vonkar from behind, and so that one's biting on your arm. You feel one trying to like bite on the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Pack tactics. Nah, 13 to hit. Vonkar. One's on your arm. You're not surprised because of your new rune. So one's like on your arm, sunk in. The other one's like trying to bite through your hair. But it's your turn.
Okay. Vonkar is gonna hop over here, take the attack of opportunity from H.
Yeah, so H, their tentacles aren't strong enough to cause damage, but its tentacles are gonna like start ripping around your ankles and like trying to like give you like go to the pressure points on your ankles and try to like drown you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. 22.
22. It does not reduce your speed by half.
Okay. I was only moving the one square anyway.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted room to do this as a bonus action.
All right. Are you doing the
Yeah.
Rune Knight one or the Duergar one?
The Rune Knight one.
Perfect. So no roll on to see if you cause a surge. To get bigger underwater.
The water has to like move out away, displace away from me.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel like it's.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and make my 2 attacks. Let's go against. Is Jay gone yet?
Like, has it had a turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have all of them had a turn?
Except for A and D.
And they are super far away from me. Okay, cool. All right.
Also, disadvantage because
Yeah.
fists. Oh wait, I don't think L had a turn. L's not on here for me. Well, extra one.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Disadvantage.
Did K have a turn?
Good question.
The 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Okay.
Oh, there is no
Just
K.
slow.
K is also extra. Weird.
And then, all right, second attack. Oh yeah, I'm attacking F.
Okay.
That second attack
Oh, I
is a
said-
24 to hit.
Oh yeah, I said 12, but I only added 10 to the encounter, so it's 10, not 12.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alright. Ooh, 13 plus 2d6. 13 plus 23 damage on that hit.
On which one? K? J?
No, F.
F? They don't have a lot of hit points. How does Vonkar kill F?
So it's like a big ol' whiff in the water moving super slow, and then another one just comes in like a freight train, just like he kind of like leans down, so it's like coming along the ground and just like stocks it right and just. I'm imagining his fist is like the size of its body.
Yeah, probably.
So it's just, like being hit by a.
Man, so that's Vonkar's 5th kill across the campaign.
Nice.
That's it.
Your last
Yeah.
one.
Wow.
Your last one was the Oat Yug, session 24.
Wow.
23, 24. 23, 25. Around there.
Remarkable because he does so much damage when
I
he hits.
know. You got the best kill of the campaign so far, though. The Goliath through the
Yeah.
Just
Oh yeah.
flung him.
by far. But yeah,
Yeah.
you killed that one.
All right, and then that's my turn.
Don't you have another attack?
I missed on the first attack.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Grin Delo A. Remember, you all have your reactions back and everything.
Cool.
Grindilo A. I mean, yeah. Dart towards Antyr. Not 2 attacks. Advantage on Antyr. Ooh, 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you take 7 piercing damage. Fucking kill the wizard. Grindilo D. All the way over here. Swimming behind Hopper. Pack tactics on Hopper. No, I don't think a 12 is going to hit.
Nope.
Back to
My AC is a 25.
Hopper. You have a turn. You're surrounded. You have one
Okay.
attacking you from the right, one attacking you from behind. E is attacking Grin.
Yeah, okay. Because there's all these guys around me.
And
do I wanna do
friends.
that? Grin is very close to me.
So's Antyr.
Okay. So I'm
Hey,
going
she
to...
said friends.
That's true. Antyr's not really a friend.
You're so right, Garrett. You're so right. You've got a point. So bonus action, activate fairy fire on the sword.
Cool. Roll a d20.
So, even through the sword?
I rolled this
Okay.
last session too. Yeah.
Oh,
You're still
do not
calling up.
remember
You're
that.
still calling upon the weave. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. 6,
D100.
79. I think I
Illusory.
might also be turning into a sheep.
So illusory butterflies and flower petals begin to flutter in the air or through the water. Just
Nice.
Cool. And all the butterflies land on C, D, and E, and they have to make dex saves for fairy fire.
Oh yeah. Natural 20 for 23.
Success.
12.
Fail.
18.
Success. So D failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember that fairy fire illuminates out of
can
your
I-
sword in a 5-foot area.
Can I do a reaction on my turn?
Yeah.
Or is it too late?
No, you can do a reaction.
Can I do silvery barbs on C to negate that natural 20?
Oh. Nah, because we already kind of
Okay.
went ahead with
That's
the,
what
the results.
That's what I thought. Okay. Longsword's at disadvantage. Then I'm going to action summon my Force Ballista right on my shoulder.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay right where I am.
Alright. Just so you know, the Force Ballista is... would it be disadvantage underwater?
Yeah, I have
It is
the
a
gunner
range.
feat. But it's a...
Yeah, but that doesn't matter for underwater combat.
But it's magic!
Yeah. So it's Fireball, and it gets reduced underwater.
Well, that's because it's fire damage,
I know.
specifically.
Yeah.
But it is a ranged weapon attack, and it does say ranged weapon attacks are only their normal range. And
Oh, is it a
disadvantage.
weapon attack, specifically?
Yeah, and it's not one of the weapons that is covered under the weapons.
Wait, is it a ballista?
It's a Force
No,
Ballista.
it's like a little mounted thingy.
Yeah.
but
Only,
you said
in
it's-
name only.
It's
Oh,
in
in
name,
name
name
only.
only.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, that's just a
For
crossbow.
the Force Ballista, make a ranged spell attack under Force
Okay.
Ballista.
Okay,
I'm looking at it right now.
sure. It does say ranged weapon attack in underwater combat, so it would work then.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Alright, that is my turn.
Oh, I can't wait for Hopper to get executed for treason, and then we're gonna come to Antyr.
Treason.
You're getting surrounded.
I am. Alright.
Just consume one.
Come out with your hands up.
Can't,
we've got you
unfortunately.
surrounded.
Consume one of your friends.
Oh.
Just like, okay, you're dying. It's too late for you.
You're dead. Oh, goodness. How can I do this?
They're just weak little guys.
Yeah, alright. Antyr's gonna cast, fuck it. For first level, Motes of the Eclipse.
Cool, D20.
Yeah. Oh my god, a 9.
Yes, D100. Don't worry, this isn't all, the rest of the campaign. It will go away if you guys do stuff.
Dude,
The
I mean, it won't go away.
free.
It won't go away for this arc.
What'd you get? 53?
53.
Roll 5d6.
Oh no.
Hooray! 5d6. That sounds familiar.
16.
16. You are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for 16 days.
Oh.
Ooh.
But also, like,
As the Motes of the Eclipse fly out of my hands.
you get a sense you could drink a lot of alcohol right now, but that feeling... You've had that feeling for a few days now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been... That's kind of just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
It's 4 damage, and I'm gonna hit the 3 bitches that I already hit. Hag. So
Hag.
H-A-G are gonna take 4 damage each.
Okay.
Force damage.
H-A-G. Alright, they look worse than they did. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Starlight Step.
Okay, cool.
Behind
That's not a spell.
Vonkar. I just appear like floating over Vonkar's shoulder.
But unfortunately, you accidentally Starlight Step out of your bubble.
It delayed. It's like slowly coming.
All right, cool. Grindilo G sees its food fly away. They're really stupid. So I was like, oh, there's closer food.
Ow.
I'm gonna swim right up to Grin's face. Pack tactics. Natural 20.
Some rebarbs.
Fuck you. Is that a cantrip or a first level spell? I can never remember.
It's a first level spell, so I will roll.
All right.
15.
If it was a cantrip, that'd be stupid.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, if it
I
was
would
a
not.
cantrip.
I would not allow it. Probably.
That would be banned.
No.
I feel like a lot of
I'm
GMs would be
gonna-
like,
I'd ban it.
no.
Yeah, if it was a cantrip, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna give Vonkar the advantage.
Okay, so
Thank you.
the natural 20. I go with the lower die then. 19 to hit.
That hits. I could cast shield, but I'm not going to.
Okay. You avoided a crit, so that's good. Not really. They don't do a lot of damage. 6 piercing damage to Grin.
Ouch.
This one is. You're not used to predatory animals not being able to fit your entirety of your body in its mouth.
Yeah. Why you bite my arm? Oh, you can't eat my whole thing, can you?
Grinilo Eye.
Came out wrong. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
that's whatever. Grinilo Eye is gonna kind of pivot and try to get Torger. 19 plus 3. 22. Will hit Torger. Just, because Torger's AC is 21. Jesus Christ. 5 piercing damage to Torger. Oh, Torger wouldn't have those temp HP, because you've had a long rest, and you haven't been in darkness. Total darkness. So, yeah. There we go. Grin.
So because I can only attack one of these things at a time, I'm not useful attacking these things. So the best decision I can make right now is to cast darkness.
Okay. D20.
Yes.
And then keep in mind, darkness will affect your friends as well.
Yes, that is. That's an 8.
8. Roll a D100.
D100.
Torger gets temporary hit points now, though.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's when he starts his turn. How does that work? That item I gave him.
Uh-oh, guys, magic number.
Yeah, start your turn. So if Torger starts his turn, what'd you get on the D100?
69, bro.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is how I won again, man. Every combat, this keeps happening. Each creature within 30 feet of Grin becomes invisible.
Oh, fuck off.
The entire
no.
battle.
Oh no.
So there's no reason. Oh, so the darkness gets kind of canceled out. That's fun.
Like, darkness still happens, but everyone...
I mean, yeah.
D is fairy fire, so the invisibility doesn't affect him too much, but...
Mm-hmm.
Darkness.
All right. I think. Can we put a? Gosh. Yeah, because it's a darkness is a 15-foot radius, which means it needs to be like, yeah, that and that. So it's a bit bigger than that.
So it's everyone but Antyr is in.
Because this is the radius, so that means that the diameter is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Darkness is big.
There, 30
Bro.
feet. That says 30 feet on the map.
All right. I don't know why it does that like that then, because I'm counting 15-foot radius. All right. Okay. So if that's the case, I will.
I wonder if
I can't select that.
I wonder if I can. No, I wonder if I can like pin this to your token.
I'd like to move them. Oh, I can move them together. There we go.
Oh,
I just
hold on.
selected. I just shift select.
You can also do attach. Like if you collect both and you hit A, you'll attach Grin to the darkness.
Ah, okay. So, I do. What was that again? Shift A.
It should be just A if you have both tokens selected, like Grin and the thingy.
Oh, all I had to do was just select both of them anyway. You don't have to do anything else. Whee! So I'll go ahead and hang out like right here.
Okay.
So that Hopper can still make use of the one that they can see with the fairy fire.
Sure. So Torger.
Everything else will have disadvantage despite being invisible.
All right, and Torger is partially hit by the radius, so Torger will get 10 HP on his turn. Perfect.
Yeah. Boom. Optimal.
But anyone in that radius is blinded.
Yeah. Except me.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I've got a bonus action. I could do Hexblade's Curse or, something else, but I don't think I will.
All right.
And I will end my turn.
All right, cool. Torger, 7 temp HP from starting in darkness. Invisibility goes away through this if you attack or cast a spell. Torger, you can only take reactions against creatures you can see. Attacks of opportunity, rather. Torger's gonna swim, get out of the darkness, and then pinpoint where the last thing Jay was and go for some attacks against Jay with a short sword, so his attacks aren't at disadvantage. And invisible, but it's invisible, so it's just a straight roll. 5 plus 8, 13, misses. Torger's no longer invisible. As Torger appears, going to go for a second attack with a short sword. With disadvantage now, because that thing is invisible. 17 plus, no, that's not, 6 plus 8, 14, still misses. Because he's using a sword, he can't, I'm not going to do Flurry of Blows, because that'll just, fuck it. Flurry of Blows. Go unarmed. Huzzah! With disadvantage because it's unarmed. And it's invisible. 15 plus 8 hits, though. Damage. 7 bludgeoning. 2, which one did I say he was attacking? J. So 7 damage, punches it invisibly. He's like, yeah, just yells that there's one over here. And then another disadvantage, unarmed strike. Disadvantage 7 plus 8. 15, just hits. For 6 damage. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's Torger's turn. Monks have a lot of stuff to do, and I don't want to take up too much time. Okay. Torger's visible. Granulo H. Sensing disturbances in the water. It's going to
I want to be
it's going to try to attack
under
Grin.
the sea.
It would appear visible.
Dr. Percy's garden.
It would be visible as it attacks, but it's in darkness. It's going to attack Grin. Disadvantage. No, straight roll. Because disadvantage. Yeah, it's a straight roll.
So it has like some type of tremor sense to kind of tell where I'm at or where I moved from when the darkness occurred.
Disturbing in the water, things swimming around in the water. I mean, you can kind of
Okay.
feel that going around. Like, everybody can feel things swimming
Alright.
around in the water. It's not like
Okay,
everybody's
so
on the level playing field here.
So like kind of like a homebrew rule on this. If something is positioned next to you,
You're gonna feel it moving. Also,
yeah,
like
if it's an adjacent space.
if a creature is like adjacent to you and it's invisible, you're definitely gonna tell it's still there. It's not like
yeah,
it's just, where'd
you'll
it
still
go?
make an attack at
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
but you'll know
Yeah.
it's
You
there.
know it's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Love it. That's great.
And also, they still have to make a
Gotcha.
stealth check while invisible to sneak away from you. Otherwise, you can still hear them walking away. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but you can't make a attack of reaction unless you can see them.
Correct.
So,
All right. 7 + 3 to hit misses, but that Grandilow is visible, but is not. No longer invisible, but it's not visible.
oh,
Grandilow J is going to just attack Torger with advantage because it's invisible.
oh, that's true.
14 + 3, 17 misses, but that one is now visible. So Grandilow J is visible. Grandilow I, or whatever Grandilow attacked Grin, which was H. Grandilow B. You're gonna swim out of the darkness because it's confused. Sea Hopper.
Now, okay.
It has to make a fairy fire saving throw as it gets within 5 feet of me.
Hold on. See, this is why I hate
My question
fucking
is,
shit
like,
like this, because
yeah.
they wouldn't just like
so-
hang out and like, oh, why can't I suddenly not see?
Well, that's one of those things. That's what I was trying to figure out, like the deciphering of like darkness and how it appears to those that are enveloped in it.
Oh right, these things do live in the fucking deep though, so.
So like,
Man, I
but
hate having to
darkness,
figure this stuff out on the fly.
but darkness in like in under the water, like you can't even tell where up or down is. you know?
Also, they're used to this ocean being very visible and bright green, and now it's suddenly dark in a spot. Antyr, cast a spell magic so I can.
I'll just say
Not
this.
figure
One
this
thing to
bullshit out on
remember
the
is
fly.
if whenever you cast darkness or if something obscures your vision, if you do like this, you don't forget where you are.
That's true.
correct.
It's different if you have like a door closed and you step into darkness, like, oh shit.
But you also don't know the quickest way out of your situation either. Like you don't.
I mean,
know,
yeah, you can make the
like,
assumption of
All
I
right,
could swim one
we're
way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah,
Just gonna roll
anyway.
d4.
I think it's a fun thing to
One,
think about.
north.
To sort out later.
It swims north and sees that it's no longer in darkness after about 10 feet. 15, 20, 25. It's going to round out, finish off the rest of its
Oh,
movement,
that's
and
Fire.
attack.
Justin, this is cool.
Hopper.
It's cool.
Fairy fire.
16.
Fairy
Miss.
fire.
The fuck is that a miss? How's your spell save 16? Or is it the
Oh,
weapon?
no,
Never
it
mind,
is
it's the weapon.
The weapon save is 16.
Oh, so it succeeds.
Sorry. So it succeeds. I thought you
Perfect.
were attacking me. I was like,
Nope.
my armor class is 18.
That was for
No.
Fairy Fire. But now it's gonna. But now it's going to attack with Pack Tactics.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that, natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
Beanie weenies.
I deserve that.
2. 13 piercing damage.
Ow.
Ooh, and give me a concentration check on Fairy Fire.
Oh.
17.
Whatever. All right.
That was 13 damage.
Yep.
Get
You.
bent.
Grindylow E D4 swims right into Hopper, bumps into Hopper. Reaction, can't see. It's going to attack Hopper while blinded by the darkness. So disadvantage.
Oh, Grindylow B should have still been rolling with disadvantage because I was invisible.
Right. Never mind, doesn't hit you. E doesn't hit you either. Fuck. Grindylow C. Wait. No, you're right. He didn't do anything to bring it out.
Yeah.
Grindylow C. Yeah, is gonna attack you with disadvantage. Because it hasn't heard you disturb the water, so it knows you're probably still in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage. 15.
Miss.
Piss. Grindylow F. Now this is just going to be a wet fart of a combat. Grindylow F. I don't see anywhere. Somehow.
I think F got killed by Vonkar.
No, Vonkar killed. No. It's just... Fuck it, I guess. Vonkar, you're up. Alright, Vonkar did kill F.
Is Jay still? I lost track. Is Jay one of the ones that's visible?
Jay's visible.
Smack.
Alright, now you're visible.
All right, will be post smack.
No, even once you make the attack, you're visible.
Well, don't you get? But doesn't you get advantage on the attack?
Yeah,
first.
and then as soon as you make it,
Yeah.
you pop up.
So, for Silvery Barbs, is it just the next roll I make I get the advantage?
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a waste. Because I'm already invisible. So regular attack, 15.
Just hits.
Cool. Okay, that's 12 plus 2d6 is 16 damage.
That one also dies. Choose the manner of your disposal.
It just hammer fist straight down, just Donkey Kong hammer fist, just smushes it into the dirt.
Perfect.
Crunch.
Appears out of invisibility with his fist already raised, Acme style, over its head, so it has time to look up, hold up a sign that says "uh-oh," and then just gets smushed.
Perfect. That's two of the Grindylows down.
And then he's gonna go 1, 2, 3. If I go here, I might. I got an error. If I go right there, though, am I in the darkness? Sorry, it didn't even move. If I go there, am I out of the darkness?
Yeah, you're just out of it.
Okay, then I'm gonna attack D.
Cool, with advantage because it has fairy fire on it.
Yeah, so not a disadvantage.
Correct. So straight roll. So straight roll. Yeah.
12
misses.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Still getting used to the nope.
All right. Remember, you can conjure up those fists and have range attacks too if you want with these fists.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything's close enough that I don't need them.
Grindylow A. Did feel
Right next to me, so
Yeah.
they can
Huzzah!
they know I'm there.
14 plus 3, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. 5 piercing damage.
Ow!
And I need you to make a concentration check for darkness.
Concentration check for darkness.
Come on.
14.
Ah. Alright. Grindylow D. Fairy fired. No, not invisible because of fairy fire. It's gonna bite the fuck out of Hopper.
At disadvantage. I'm still invisible.
Your turn hasn't happened yet.
13
Nope.
misses.
Yep.
Hopper, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm
You're
going
invisible. You
to...
could just leave.
I could just leave. You're so right. I'm gonna swim up 10 feet so I can swim over these guys.
Sure.
And I'm gonna go basically over to here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cast a...
Fairy fire is Fairy fire is no longer on D.
Yeah, D is no longer in Fairy Fire. And then I'm gonna cast a 2nd level Thunder Wave.
Okay. Roll a D20.
11.
Alright. Thunder wave it up.
And a 15-foot cube originating from me, so that's... sorry, measure... so that's... Starting from there, I think I get A, E,
You get
C, and B.
You get Vonkar.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
If I get
Vonkar's
Vonkar, do I also get D?
it's a cube originating from you, so yeah.
Okay, I will take it. Sorry,
Alright.
Vonkar.
Vonkar.
Getting 5 enemies at once.
Alright, what's the save on this?
Find it, enemies one friendly.
Con save.
That is the sacrifice I'm willing to
Alright,
make.
con save for Vonkar.
Okay.
I gotta make 5? Yeah.
5.
17.
Success.
18. 2.
Success. Fail.
4.
Fail.
8. I got one more to go, I believe.
Fail. Yeah.
2. So 1 succeeds,
Fail.
the rest fail.
Okay.
The first one I rolled succeeded, so that's gonna be
Ooh, that is
B.
really good thunder damage. 15. 19 thunder damage.
Nice.
To those who failed.
B succeeds, so B takes half.
Yes. B and Vonkar succeeded.
And it's, you said 19?
19 total thunder damage.
So 9.
These things have 19 hit points as a max. So some of them haven't been damaged yet, so let's see which ones are dead. C is dead. They just explode into debris from the thunder
Did I
wave.
just get 4 of them in one hit? Hell yeah.
C's dead. D dead. Yeah, D's dead. Yeah, when this concussive blast like bursts out from you, it explodes these tiny little guys.
Hell yeah.
E takes 19 damage. B takes 8.
Okay.
Vonkar, you take 8 thunder damage.
Yeah.
I got it.
Hopper killed 4 Grindylows. And what it's
What of A was also in the range, I think.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
I think so.
And I
Okay.
think you rolled for it too.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I was counting A in the 5 Grindylows.
Alright, because B's the only one that succeeded, so A had 5 hit points. So yeah.
Sick. And then bonus action.
Grin was just
Force
out of
Ballista.
that. Grin was just out of that too, so oh, that's also like a it just sounds like a weird depth charge underwater.
Does that thunder wave move creatures as well?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
B would be moved 10 feet away from me.
There you go.
Into the
That's what I
darkness.
Into
thought.
darkness. Have at it, Grin.
Oh, but they succeeded, so they don't get moved.
Oh
right.
no, so they
correct.
don't get pushed. You're right. You're
Okay.
right.
Sorry.
And you
I'm
said
sorry,
you
I'm
said
jumping
you said
all
you said
over.
force ballista bonus action
Yes. Bonus action, firing my force ballista
on
on B. So that
Right.
is a spell attack.
Yeah, and this
which
is-
plus
this is-
7.
and this is disadvantage because it's not a ranged weapon, it's a ranged spell attack, so it's not affected by your feet. It's not a gun, so it's not affected by your feet.
Oh,
Firearm,
let me.
but no, it's not.
let me-
It's you.
I just want to double.
I know,
check.
but it is specified as a ranged spell attack, like we decided
Alright.
earlier.
While they're looking at that, oh my god, the visual
just
of
a-
like
I just want
Oh,
to
God.
clarify. Gunner says disadvantage on ranged attack rolls. Does not say ranged weapon attacks.
I'm not gonna count spells for a gunning feat.
But it's a ranged
No.
attack.
No,
Please.
no.
It makes spell. It does make spell sniper and stuff like that kind of obsolete.
Yeah, it would make spell sniper obsolete, so no.
Okay. Oh, fine.
So disadvantage on that, because that guy's right in front of your
Disadvantage
face.
is a natural one.
Cool.
Oh no.
I love the idea that your thunder wave just mulched all these things, and because
Bits in the
when
water.
they fail to save, it launches them 10 feet back. We're all just fucking smeared with bits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom.
Anything else?
Not.
Anything else?
You know what? Action surge.
Okay. You gonna try that again?
I'm gonna do green flame blade on my sword, which is another attack at disadvantage.
Yep.
Where did my
Because
green
it's a
flame go?
long sword.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that's not gonna hit. No.
What'd you get?
It was a 3 plus 6.
Oh, nah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Cool.
No, that is all.
All right. I think most of the playing field is visible now. Antyr's invisible. Who cares? Antyr, you're up.
Antyr's gonna swim up, like right above Vonkar to get aim at B,
Okay.
and is just gonna do a horror frost beam.
Sure.
It cracks and the icy shoots forward for a 25 to hit
Oh, absolutely.
for 11 cold
Wow,
damage.
that's what you needed. So it just freezes into like a chunk of like Grindylow ice and just sinks to the bottom and just
Yeah, it's
rests
like a
in the
flash
sand.
freeze. Like you could just see, it's like you could see the shot traveling through whoop, whoop, as it hits, and just tenses up right in front of Hopper. Yeah, then Antyr's just gonna, the legs are gonna go crisscross as they're just gonna sit and float for a moment, keeping their arms.
All right, and if you were invisible, you're no longer invisible now because of.
No, he wasn't. I think he was just out of range. I think everybody except Antyr was invisible.
Okay, cool. Grindylow G, in the darkness, can sense that there is someone right there with a thunder wave. Oh, Grin spoke, so it's gonna attack. I was gonna let the concussive from the thunder wave kind of disorient them a little bit, but hey, you went, hey buddy.
Yeah.
Disadvantage, or roll 2 5s, 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
God fucking damn it, these things, they're not hitting hard. This one can kind of sense Torger beside it. It's gonna attack Torger with disadvantage though because of darkness. It would have been a natural 20, so 13 plus 3, 16 misses. Grin.
Alright, Grin is going to go back 5 feet like this,
So-
and then they are going to do their packed weapon crossbow attack
Okay.
on G, right? They're the kind of the one that's been hurt.
They've all been
They're
hurt.
part of the initial. Oh, they all have been hurt.
Yeah.
Which one looks the most shit-eating?
Wait, did I die already?
No, I think you're doing okay, Justin.
No.
No.
Okay, never mind. I hasn't. Grindylow I hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah.
H and G are looking the same.
Yeah, because they were part of the initial hag blast
Yeah.
that Antyr did.
Yep.
Hag blast. Yeah.
Plus
All right.
some force damage too.
So Grin will go ahead and aim for H,
Sure.
splitting the difference. And I believe this is at advantage. Correct.
Yeah, because it's blinded.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that.
And you have the
I
pack
want
that lets you.
to-
You have the thing that lets you see through magical darkness, right?
Oh yeah, I've got that. I've got that invocation.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I think bonus action. I'll just do Hexblade's Curse, so I potentially get some healing from this.
Sure.
I'm just gonna do a Hexblade's Curse, attack with advantage. And we'll see what we get. If it's a 19, it counts as a crit. No, it's not that. That's a 16 to hit.
That hits,
Okay.
and you're well within the normal range of the crossbow, so it doesn't miss.
Yep. Sorry, I'm checking Hexblade's Curse here before I roll damage. Okay, +3 to damage on this. Alright. Decent. Above average, so that's 10 plus 3, 13 damage done.
Yeah, it dies.
Excellent, and I heal 8.
Now everyone that is present has killed a Grindylow.
Yay!
Torger has
Awesome.
not, but that's why I said everyone present.
Alright, that's my bonus action and action. And I think I think I'm gonna move back down like this. No. I'll leave I want to leave one of them in darkness.
Okay.
No, I won't leave any of them in darkness because I think everybody else is going to go first, and I don't want to give them disadvantage.
All right. Cool.
If not, I screwed up, but if so, yay.
Alrighty. Torger's gonna do 2 short sword attacks on this one. Then they're just gonna be straight rolls.
Because it's piercing. Nice.
15 plus 8 for the first attack, 3 plus 8 for the second. So the first one hits for 9 piercing damage, and eye has finally been damaged.
Nice.
So Torger's gonna bonus action, just do a normal unarmed strike. Now, I don't want to burn another key point. That might be meta knowledge because I know what's to come, but who cares? Disadvantage with this is probably not going to be higher than that. 12 to hit. Miss. Okay. Go through all the dead Grindylows to bring us to Vonkar.
Okay.
You could probably just like walk on the ocean floor, just
I'm imagining that's what he's doing with how heavy he is.
yeah.
Right to here. Let's go for G.
Sure.
Any reason for advantage? I don't think so.
No, just disadvantage because of your punches.
Yep. So with disadvantage, wow, that's 12.
Miss.
And then second one with disadvantage, worse, 11.
Ugh. Just super telegraphed. Like charging up a Kamehameha.
They can feel the
The water like displacing.
The
yeah,
white
they can feel
dust.
it's like if you tried to like swat at a piece of paper floating in the water, like there's so much water displacement that like they just get sucked out of the way of his fist.
Yeah.
The vortex of it. It's just like, woo.
Any bonus
Yeah.
any bonus actions up your sleeve you want to
No.
play with? Okay. Hopper.
All right, cool. Bonus action, force ballista.
Cool. It's not at disadvantage now because you're not within 5 feet of something.
God damn it, you're going away. 10.
Oh, that misses.
Okay, cool. I don't really have any other spell attacks.
And remember, you're at 25 feet of swimming speed because of Antyr's.
Yeah. But G's only 15 feet away from me. I guess I have my crossbow. I'll shoot my crossbow.
Cool.
At,
That's also that's a straight roll.
at G. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Woo! D8 plus 4 piercing. That is 9 piercing damage.
That one dies.
Woo!
It gets like propelled through the water from like the displacement, and as it is getting pushed back, the crossbow bolt just.
Yeah. And I'll get a little bit closer.
5 Grindylows for Hopper. Holy.
Woohoo! Yeah, and I'll just move up to right there.
Perfect. Antyr. One left.
Yes. Everybody's whiffing. Might as well just end this. Potentially another crack of the as they keeping themselves afloat. Not thinking it was going to last this long. Astral core gets taken. Another crack as the line of cold.
Go for it.
You know what? No.
No.
No?
I haven't done this before. Antyr catches, and as they grab for the astral cord, they feel this like instinctual pulse, and they reach their hand out, and as they do, y'all watch as this like it looks like Antyr's skeleton like pops out of the hand, and for a moment you think it's his magic's reach, but you see it turns,
Oh, I know what you're doing.
and it carries this like necrosis behind it as he does chill touch.
Perfect.
Oh god, that's nasty. I rolled a natural 19 plus 10 is 29
That hits.
for 12 necrotic damage.
How do you take out the last Grindylow with
It's
the chill touch?
It's the skeletal hand. At first, it's that spectral, ghostly apparition, and it just latches onto the throat, and it just carries it, and it into the darkness. Grin can probably see as it just squeezes and squeezes and squeezes, and it just completely dead. Just kills it.
Seeing that,
Combat done.
do we like Grin takes notice of that, looks back at Antyr.
Yeah.
Do they see any like harrowed like does Antyr look like they're in trouble? Do they look like kind of
I'll
is there a
answer this
physical
because
interpretation of
I'll
like
answer
their-
this. I'll answer this because Antyr wouldn't know.
Mhm.
No.
No?
Nope.
They look normal?
Completely normal.
Okay.
And as the last Grindylow is dispatched with a chill touch, brutally, we're going to go to break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
All right.
Hello, everybody. So, you're at the bottom of a ruined and undeal city at the bottom of the ocean. These characters don't really know anything about that city, but it has, as we kind of live in this moment, it has brought back some things I need to do behind the scenes real quick. I would like Garrett to roll me a d20.
D20 roll. Boop, 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 boop,
Actually,
boop,
let's make this
boop,
more
roll
fun. Let's
to
make this more fun.
everyone.
Let's make this more fun. Pick an unlucky number between 1 and 20.
An unlucky number 1.
All right, roll a d20.
Okay, I'll roll the D20 again. Let's see how we go. Roll to everyone or roll to?
Roll to everyone.
Here we go, guys. Oh, that was pretty close. 3.
3. I was gonna say Kate, but I forgot. I will roll one.
Kate's already unlucky thing happened already.
Someone pick an unlucky number for what Caleb would be doing if Caleb was here.
Caleb have like a not what number between 1 and
20. An unlucky number between
Our
1 and 20.
grandfather
7.
was very superstitious and never left the house on Friday the 13th. So 13.
13.
That's a good one.
2. Okay. There's a good chance that Druck and Coin are not somewhere in this then. Anyways.
Yay!
I was gonna say Ken. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, Ken is dead. All right, so
They're already dead.
Oh no!
yeah, so the Grindylows have been dealt with. Their bits floating amidst the ocean. The dead ones are still floating about. You can see other packs of Grindylows were gonna come swarming in, and then they have second thoughts and they swim off.
Justin, would these creatures be considered humanoid?
I don't know. You're gonna have to find out.
I will go to the one that
Would Hopper
force
know
choked.
if they were humanoid or fae?
No, you don't really know the exact details of every single
I just
single
know
thing.
they exist.
Yeah, you swim up to this like one of the only intact.
It's the one that I choked out.
Oh yeah, its eyes are like bulged
Yeah.
out. Yeah, it's floating there.
Okay. Would there be a roll I could do to try to figure out if it's like a humanoid or not? Like, would it be?
You can do insight, medicine, nature, arcana.
I'll do Arcana.
I mean, it looks like a goblin with tentacles.
Not great. 10.
10?
Can
You don't
I
know.
assist with the Arcana check?
Nah.
Okay.
All right. I'll just
Because you don't really know what Antyr's doing.
Right. I'm just gonna take some of the.
What are you gonna take off this thing?
Think of a way I could potentially do this. It's gonna get diluted with water, probably a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh. Fuck! I forgot I had this spell. Need to read up that. Anyway, I'm gonna take the dagger, braces ornate dagger that I
Yeah.
still fucking have. And I'm gonna take a vial and I'm gonna puncture a hole, like surgically, not really surgically, but like puncture a hole and like try to squeeze some blood into the vial. I know it's gonna be diluted a bit, but
Yeah, sure.
I just want to like
Since you're
try to
trying
get
since
mostly
you're
blood.
trying to do this underwater, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sure, not great.
What'd you get?
That's a natural one.
Okay, so you puncture it, but the blood just starts to like pool out like a cloud. So if you want to catch it, you just like swill it through the cloud of.
Gross. I'll just chop off one of the tentacles and put that in my bag.
Sure, you have a tentacle then.
What's it called? What's the creature's name? again?
Grindylow.
Grindalo.
Yeah, you can see more packs.
I'm
are
gonna
coming.
collect enough bits to rebuild a Grin. I have a Grin head.
Perfect.
Octopus. Tentacle.
But yeah, you can see other packs of these things are like preparing to swim in, and they have second thoughts and they swim off. You can just essentially, these things were naturally living here, and they just took the city as like a, ooh, free home with lots of food. that other creatures haven't, like some smaller animals. You can see as you're swimming through the city, like and getting like oriented, that some of the smaller like sea life has started to like come in and pick away at things, but like larger predatory animals, scavengers, haven't really. Well, with all the blood spurting out and floating around now, then well maybe things will be drawn here, but you know, and also the big like deep sea like shockwave might alert some other creatures that are alerted that hunt by noise and stuff.
Alright. Gonna head and proceed toward the where the
people.
we at least want to establish where the place is
Sure.
to get into the Underdark.
All right. Cool. So as you swim towards the keep that dominates the ruins of the city, you can see more of those knights in dragon armor resting on the floor of the ocean, most of which pinned under rubble, and some so heavy from their armor that they're just in the sand. Yeah.
Crabs just had their way with it, all these
Yeah,
things.
having only been sunk for a few days, judging on the timeline of merging with the Feywild, you can see some aquatic life has begun to make the ruins home, and not just monsters like the Grindylows you just dealt with. Smaller creatures seem to already be eating from the bodies that now float within this city-wide watery grave. You swim past a building. The signs collapsed inward. The windows are broken inward from like a rush of torrent ocean water, and it says, "The glutton for punishment."
Wait, was it like Kenna's old home, like a neighbor?
What's like right next door? Yeah.
It was
neighbor,
next door, yeah.
What's it look like?
The original
The home.
Hashan's potion.
You don't see a home. But the bakery, you can see customers inside floating, and you can see 3 bugbears that were working the counter, all like floating.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hold on, I had their names. We're gonna have a memorial real quick.
yeah.
Thruck,
Brundle Bundle and
Thruck, something like that.
Oh, I wrote them down.
These
Oh, yeah,
characters,
these guys.
Yeah,
these characters don't know who they are.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, as you swim towards the keep, so these characters wouldn't give these guys memorials.
Of course.
The
but,
courtyard.
I mean,
I know.
we are humans, Justin. We are humans, and we are
We're sad for our bugbear
experiencing-
friends.
Born beloved NPCs.
Antyr doesn't care. The courtyard that once, so you get to the keep. The courtyard that once sat in front of this keep is now riddled with debris and bodies. And in the central area of this court is a massive sinkhole about 300 feet across. A sinkhole that you saw the vampires, Antyr, swim up out of via Chrono Recall.
Mm-hmm.
So, deeper yet.
That spell is not a fucking ritual. That sucks. Okay, never mind.
Hey, Antyr,
Yes.
are we getting closer to where we can actually be there?
I mean, this right here is the location of where they reached. Because if I remember correctly, they came from the Underdark and they had to go into water
And then come up. Yeah.
and that water was what kind of moment?
Yeah.
They didn't realize it. Okay, so there's a pocket, it seems, of air somewhere in the sinkhole. Well, through the sinkhole.
Do we know how long it'll take? Because, like, this is a whole city. There's, like, I mean, I imagine there's a lot that might be helpful in the wreckage of this place.
Well, we only have 24 hours on the funky.
Right. That's why I'm asking, like how long do you think it would take from your recall or whatever you
We
were
should probably
doing?
should. Yeah, that's actually a good question. Like, how long was the trip?
It was in fragments. You didn't get the whole trip, so
Got
you
it,
probably
okay.
estimate like 10 minutes or so, maybe.
Okay.
Which is a lot of swimming down for 10 minutes. That's
Yeah,
deep.
it's a good bit. All right. Well, look. Let's do. We could allow ourselves a few hours to search. Come back to this keep. There's not going to be any. There shouldn't be any air holes of how this appeared. There shouldn't be any pockets of air within the city. Right? Is that how that works?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. We'll search a few hours, and then we will come back. We can rest, and then for a moment catch our breath underwater, so to speak,
All right.
and then we can make our way down.
All right. Hey, Antyr,
Yes,
do you mind if I help you search around?
I figured we'd all be looking about.
I'll say
Well,
water
we
breathing
should
has been
prob-
up for, based on the swimming to get to the ruins and where you got to the ruins. Water breathing's been up for like an hour right now.
You have 24 hours, and I have 24 hours on my air bubble as well.
Yeah, so 23 hours left.
Cool.
But we also need to sleep or exhaust.
Also, swimming for. You can't swim for extended periods of time without getting severe exhaustion.
Yeah.
You can't even
so-
do 8 hours. It's
Not
Yeah.
nowhere near 8 hours. It's like 3 or something like that. Or every hour of continuous swimming is Constitution saves.
Let's
If you're
restrict
not
us.
if you're not adapted to the water and you're already at an hour
Let's
of
just
swimming.
do it. Let's start with an hour, and we're all like kind of do our thing. Split up in little groups. Don't go too far, but obviously, like split up into little groups.
Okay,
Nobody's alone.
each hour. Yeah, at the end of the first hour of you guys swimming, I do need everyone to make Constitution saving throws. I just looked up the rules.
Oh, just an hour?
Valid.
Every hour you swim
Wow.
of swimming, yeah, because that's a lot of
Okay.
swimming.
The con save, you
Uh,
said?
Con save from everybody because as you get to the first hour of swimming, yep.
Okay.
All right.
24 for Hopper.
Okay.
15.
15.
Hanging in there, 12.
Ooh, Torger's got a level of exhaustion.
Oof.
Torger, buddy, why don't you sit this one out? Okay.
Oh, Torger, yeah, you can watch the whole. Okay. You want to come with us?
I'm not
Alright.
gonna have Torger split up. That's meta knowledge, because that might be bad. Meta
All
knowledge.
right.
that I have. That's whatever.
You know what?
And yeah, you only regain 1 level of exhaustion when you take a long rest.
Alright, so here's my plan. As we search this place, we stick together, but we split into groups down the different streets. So like we stay together down a street, but then we can like split up and check the different buildings and still remain within like shouting or hearing distance. You get what I'm saying?
We try to look for buildings that could have potential success, and you don't just want to go rummage through any old building. If you find a shop that looks,
What about the bakery?
it's all sure, it's all
You like soggy
mushy.
crackers?
Yeah.
There's like some pies like floating out the window.
I can prestidigitate that and make
Uh.
it not wet.
Can't get rid of the brine though.
That's true. It's just be a really salty pie.
God.
Yeah. Actually, I can make it taste really good.
Yeah, but you're still consuming a fuck ton of salt.
Does the water around the counter have a slight coffee taste to it as beans
No.
have just been steeping?
No.
Amazing.
That would be kind of
No.
interesting. You just swim through that area and you got like that caffeine high.
No, there's probably too many. There's probably too many bodies floating
Yeah.
in the water. That's what the water's steeping.
You
got
don't want
too
to.
many
You
other
don't want to
human-
go.
You got too many
swimming
other
through
people
that.
juices going on.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
thousands upon thousands of bodies floating in these ruins, so it's like that's what's cold brewing in this environment.
Gross.
Hey,
brew
contextual.
body.
Contextual.
Like a
Good job,
like a
Justin.
French press.
Yeah.
Justin, you ruined it, and I
I
love
know.
you.
Brew a cold brew for me for the next month.
Why don't we check the keep first? That will allow it's the closest building. It's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
large.
It's right by the sinkhole.
Yeah, sounds good.
Also, how many hours are you guys gonna take to search? Just out of curiosity.
Start with one.
Yeah, we'll start with one.
Okay, so yeah, just like at the end of every hour, it's gonna be con saves.
Yep.
Exactly. That's
Okay,
why we
cool.
go with one.
All right, Torger's at 1 level of exhaustion. If we get a long rest and he gets more, that's long rest.
Because if we get 2 levels of exhaustion, you got what? That's like
Nobody wants to go for 6.
half speed.
Nobody wants to
which
go for
is-
6. But you got the bargain with anti-Gothel. You don't die. You just come back when you die.
Huh.
All right. Well, if it has been an hour, I will say this: y'all have lost y'all's movement speed.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be back to their.
Normal
No.
It's a shame you guys don't have a druid in your party that can just turn into an animal and like.
Just shuttle,
Yeah, they
shuttle
were-
bus us.
You know what, Justin?
Just
It is a
shuttle
shame
bus.
because you made me kill the druid.
No.
I will say this.
Leak
I
stayed
will say
behind.
this. I'm gonna wait till after the hour, but if something happens
not
after
bitter
this
at
hour,
all.
I'm gonna do
What are you
something.
talking
But
about?
Ooh, I like
during
it.
our hour of search.
I like it.
Through
Alright.
the keep.
So you're gonna search the keep for the first hour. You guys gonna like split up in the keep and kind of swim around, but keep close by.
Grin's gonna stay
Yeah,
close to
I think so.
Antyr.
Okay.
No, Grin is like saying for people to like split up just a little bit, not a whole lot.
Okay.
Just enough to like be able to shout and have
The
everybody
keep.
hear. But
Perfect.
Grin's like kind of on Antyr's hip at this moment.
Perfect. Yeah, you get up, like you swim up the steps leading up to the keep, and there's just more of these knights, just fucking everywhere. Just. The keep is somewhat intact, but it's still heavily damaged from the surge of like ocean water that just erupted through it. The central tower has collapsed, and crumbled amongst the coral. You can see a lot of armored horses that are just floating about too. It's pretty rough. A whole city got teleported underwater in an instant. So.
I imagine there's just like a miserable cat that's just like.
No, the cats knew shit was coming, so they left.
Yeah.
They should have known.
Oh yeah,
something
like
was
cat
the
up.
dolphins,
person.
but reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
But also,
Fish
there's
will
just
serve.
like
There you go.
there is also just like there is also just like random debris floating around, like from stalls and markets. Like there's cabbages, there's turnips, like weird things are just floating around in the water. As you come up the steps, the front doors of the keep were massive wooden doors, like 25 feet tall and like heavily reinforced, and they're just like buckled and destroyed from the sudden surge of water. And inside the keep, you can just see more people, like servant staff, like aides, political people. Just oh fuck! I forgot there was the council.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit!
Mhm.
I
Did you just kill your own government, Justin? I think you did.
don't care. Fuck the government. So you start swimming through the.
Anarchy, bitches.
You start swimming through the ruins, and you can see walls have been like demolished, so there really isn't a lot of passages to swim through. It's a lot of just collapsed rubble and stuff. Yeah, you guys kind of come to like a branching point of like two corridors, left and right, and they kind of just they would block visual, but because of all the damage, you can see through holes and have a constant sight of basically everybody as you swim about. If you guys are looking for stuff, everybody can make investigation checks or perception checks, your choice. Investigation will be more like thoroughly like digging through rubble. Perception is like glancing around. So investigation would get you a better look at things. Perception is just like quick glances and stuff.
No bueno for Hopper.
Okay. Did
Grin
you?
is sticking with Antyr and using the perception while
Okay,
I
cool.
assume, yeah.
Yes. God, it did a 1, and we dragged across and it hit the other side of it. It went down to a 14.
Is
So
Vonkar
21.
is Vonkar digging through the rubble? You would have such an easy time with it.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't be big anymore, but like your big old meaty mitts could just like.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
The
looking
investigation, you said?
investigation or perception? Investigation if you're like actively like digging through debris though.
Go with investigation. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
16.
16, cool. Grin, what'd you get?
20. Dirty 20.
Antyr?
21.
Okay, so Antyr, I'm gonna roll for what you guys find actually. Antyr, you're digging through debris because you're investigation, so you're lifting things up and stuff, and it's easy. Not easy, but like you're managing. Grin's there
I
as
use
well.
my Magus Reach if I need to like
Oh, yeah,
give
right.
myself assistance. Yeah.
There's a mage that was been crushed waist down from debris.
Oof.
You can see like his staff intact, completely intact, with like a crystal embedded in the gnarled roots at the top. So definitely a magic staff. But the crystal that once you could assume emitted light is now just dull and dead. Um, his one arm that was holding the staff is like withered and blackened up to the elbow. From like the hand up. It looks like he was focusing on a spell, like he had enough time to have a spell go off, and somehow the spell like backfired and detonated whenever whatever happened, which is something you're not exactly familiar with, magic backfiring like that. That's what you find. Vonkar, you're digging through and you find let me roll. Oh no. You find what looks like a party trying to escort somebody out of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Or the keep. You can see a half-orc with like one arm and a crown having been crushed by the ceiling. You see his political advisor with him, this tall, fit elf man with like a long ponytail, also been killed in the
Latimer
Meriden.
Latimer was
The only
ignominiously
person-
killed off screen 2 campaigns later.
but Lex, that's Ogden Boone's dad.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a
He's a
fucking
dick.
douchebag.
You
Got
see
it.
you
I
see
mean, he's a dick, but like, yeah.
Oh wait. Estes made the monarchy a council affair, and people would vote to crown the next king. That's what happened in the last campaign, but a vote hadn't happened yet because it's only been 6 years.
Latimer's a great example of like a lawful good dickhead.
Yeah. Then you have this half-orc prince. It looks like king. That's dead. Okay. The crown general was most likely out on a mission, so the crown general is not here, which is Coin. So there is no kobold amongst the rubble. There is a bipedal raccoon in like wizard attire, which was the court's archmage.
Oh yeah, that took us down below because of the
he's-
weird shit.
Yeah, there's bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
I
tiny little
imagine
raccoon.
there's just
yeah.
there's like shredded pages, and like his spell book is just completely.
Yeah, there's like just a ruined spellbook floating throughout the pages are just
Heartbroken.
like mulch. That's what Vonkar finds in the rubble, the Anundial Council.
Oh boy.
The Master of the Hunt is also not there because he wasn't in the city when this happened.
It's his sister though.
Why would you ask that?
Oh,
'Cause
that's
I
so
would
fucked up.
bring in
That's so
Druda.
fucked up, and I love it.
Okay,
Because
Uh,
I'm the person who's
all right,
like,
all right,
"I remember
all right,
all
all
the
right,
rules
all right,
and
all right.
shit."
hold on. Garrett, pick an unlucky number. Pick an unlucky number between 1 and 4.
One, obviously.
Roll a d4.
Oh man. Oh, Druck is. Ooh, okay.
Oh no.
That's fucked, but you know.
1.
There is a
Yeah. Yeah.
young-ish bugbear girl just floating here as well. Druda.
Oh my god, guys. Druck is gonna be on a fucking mission, dudes.
You
Oh my
Marcus gonna
god.
kill us for causing
Antyr,
this. First
Antyr.
we
Oh
killed
no,
his friend, and then we
Vonkar.
killed his sister.
Vonkar, you dug this up. You all met Druck a few days prior in Port Craig when you were assaulting the manor to kill Duskreeper Aelinor, but turns out he was Kenna, whatever, it was disguises and shit. You would know what Druck looked like. You can make me an insight check, investigation, perception, to see if you can like determine any familial resemblance between the two.
Oh no.
It's a low DC, it's like 5.
Sorry, which roll did you say it was?
Insight, perception, whatever you want.
Insight, I have advantage on that, and I'm trained. Wow. 9 with advantage.
Okay, DC was 5. You do recognize some familial resemblance with the other bugbear you met, Druck.
Mm.
That's all happened because Lex asked a question.
It was
this-
a good fucking question.
Yeah, I didn't
Does
think
this
about
one? Does this person look like someone we know?
I imagine Hopper was with Vonkar.
Yeah. Everybody, you all spent like a good time with Druk attacking Aelinor in the fight, talking to him with Dax
Yeah.
privately. Like, yeah, this is.
Wait, hold on.
There's a familial resemblance like in the face and
They got-
stuff.
Hold on. Maybe I need to. And Grin kind of like pushes the face into a scowl. Oh no. Yeah, that's the face that attacked me at one point. I think, that looks a lot like
Oh
Brooke.
fuck, man. This is fucked. All right, yeah. So that's what Vonkar finds under the rubble.
You bring her with us or something, or for proper burial?
We're going into the Underdark, though.
On our way back,
Yeah.
maybe if we have time.
There's
No
no
do you
problem.
have any magic to like preserve the body and keep it from rotting or something?
We could
Water
shove it in
is
the.
a very good preservative, especially salt water.
I mean, there are a lot of precious people that were
Hildesvini
destroyed here.
will be like, I can keep the body safe.
Alright.
I am a bag of holding in a way. You know, I don't actually eat the things that are. You know, so
You just toast them, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
you put it in the hideaway sack.
Are we ever? Okay, let's be honest. Do we ever think we're gonna run into Druk ever again?
Maybe.
I mean, honestly, who knows if they were torn asunder in the thing? Like, it seems like everybody we've come across that was in the material plane is dead, or
The odds are
morphed,
low,
or
but
like
not
changed
zero.
beyond recognition. So,
Justin, I'm gonna do a sending to Druk.
Okay.
Oh no.
Roll me.
by the way,
perce-
sorry to Hopper. I think I talked over you.
No, it's just something little throwaway line.
roll me.
Sorry.
Roll me percent. Roll a d20.
Oh fuck, you're right. Everybody back away.
Yeah, the odds
Never
are
mind.
low, but not
It's a succeed.
16. Yeah.
I rolled a 16.
Roll percentile dice,
Oh yeah.
because each domain counts as its own plane.
35.
35. It is a 35% chance that you do it. So you don't know it, but you do just get in contact. If he's around, if he's alive, you get in contact. So what's your message?
Druk. It's Antyr. We are within the Fey realm of Myth Harbor. We found an Undeal city.
You got like I think 6 more words.
Located your sister's body. Sorry.
Okay. You
just feel the
no.
ground rumble.
You get a knowing that the message was delivered.
No response though. Okay. Like it actually, not that it. There was silence, but it's not a silence of like.
No, like it doesn't work, but like
You're
the
right.
message was delivered, and it's no words come. It's more of feeling. So they're alive and angry.
Yep.
Like their anger is so palpable, it's palpable through this spell.
They're pretty high level, so that makes sense. All right. Well, I informed them. I just let Druk know what we came upon.
And then
they're still alive.
and then a few seconds later, a bellowing voice just yelled, "Who did this?"
Like around us, or in my head.
In your head. Like a response from the sending spell.
They're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
They're gonna have to wait.
So that's what Vonkar discovers. That's cool. Torger will, I guess, put Truda's body in Hildesvini to keep it safe.
As long as it doesn't do anything fucked up to, like,
No.
dissolve the body or anything.
No.
Okay.
Not yet. No. Definitely not.
Because I definitely don't have anything for that. So
Man, She's only been gone 3 days. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Grin, you were also looking for stuff. You were doing perception, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
You can see like arcane like glyphs carved on the stone in places. Like people knew what was happening and were trying to prepare for it. Like they saw things happening, and it looks like none of the glyphs all kind of like just whatever it was, the defenses didn't work. And Antyr, that tied with, because you see the glyphs too, Antyr, but you're more focused on what you just found. Yeah. It looks, and then I'll have everyone who's like uncovering magical stuff, which I'll say Antyr and Grin, because Hopper didn't find really anything, and Vonkar just discovered a dead council and a dead bugbear child, essentially. Not a child, she'd be like teens, maybe.
Teenager?
Yeah.
Antyr and Grin, you guys can make an insight, arcana, perception, or investigation check. This would be investigation or arcana, actually.
I'll do Arcana.
Grin is going to assist Antyr, and while they're doing it, Grin is going, like, lots happen, but in that last battle, Antyr did an attack that he hasn't done before, and only Grin could see it because the attack was completed within Grin's darkness.
Yeah.
So, Grin is just gonna be like,
Roll again. Ooh.
Antyr?
Actually, I'm gonna spin. So I rolled with advantage. Got a 14, but I'm gonna use a lucky.
Okay.
To re-roll those. Hopefully it's better. It is better. 19.
19.
Anyway.
It's like everything magical in this place failed at once, and the Cathadium crystals that you saw in the vision, which were keeping the capital cities afloat amidst the Grand Restoration, those also seemed to fail, but that seemed more on
Oh shit.
someone killing Kenna early.
Yeah.
So maybe
Kate, we love you. We love you. I think it was a great choice.
It happened, man.
Super psyched
So
about
it seems
All
like
of this
there
stuff
was
is
a
fucking cool.
Yeah, it seemed like upon Kenna's death and the death essentially of the Leyline Guardian,
Yeah.
there was a momentary like weave blip.
So this seems to have coincided with the merging. You don't really know what caused
Got
it,
it.
but
Okay.
everything magical you've come across so far in the city does not seem to function or work. Like whatever happened, everything got mass dispelled. The crystals, the staff, the glyphs.
Okay, and remind me, sorry, just for my own sanity. When Kenna was killed,
Yeah.
we immediately teleported to
When Kenna was
Ghostful
killed,
Ray.
Antyr, same difference. Aelinor, that handsome pale elf,
Yes.
Beautiful elf, in fact,
Yes.
said that they were going to reclaim their birthright and bring everybody home, and that's when the world, like the masquerade chamber, like erupted from the ley line roots, like ripping through it, and then there's like the flash of
Okay.
green light, and then you all were in Auntie Gothel's garden because she said she
So it's
protected
in with
you.
like a matter of like a short amount of time, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like a delayed. Okay, so
I will
Kenna's
say-
dead.
I will
merged
I will
happened.
A shunting, so to speak.
This is above the table knowledge, however. Any magic items that Druck and Dax had on their person when that happened were destroyed and dispelled.
Makes sense.
Oh fuck! Not the gun.
Hey,
The magic
that's
crossbow.
fine. That's fine.
Because
Okay.
Druck
That's
doesn't
what that
need
did.
magic right now.
no, he doesn't. But yeah, so that's above the table talk for that. But yeah, you don't really
Does the-
know, but you know, weird stuff's been going on with magic since the world merged with the Feywild, so maybe that plays a part in it.
Does the withered the staff, the wielder of the staff, do they have like a spell book? Or
Oh, the investigation check, yeah, you would have found a spell book.
Is it shitted on?
It's probably not usable because it's been underwater for 3 days.
Yeah. I'll just take the staff then. I know it's probably not usable, but
Yeah, it's just a mundane staff now. Above the table, it would have been a staff of power.
Aw.
my little heart. Antyr would have looked so cool with
I
his
know.
fucking eviscerator.
And if you
and his
break
fucking-
a staff of power, like everybody gets like.
does that
fucked.
seem like it above the table? Does that seem like what happened?
Yeah, when the magic dispelled, that's probably what caused most of the damage inside this keep was the staff of power exploding and detonating.
Detonating because they probably had like full charges.
And
or
it's
pretty
what
close. Okay.
and you can see there's like little scorch marks in the ground where people were, and you can assume you have knowledge of the arcane. When a staff of power is destroyed, sometimes people get shunt into other planes, or it's a fuck ton of force damage that just eradicates people, and you get a sense the force damage from this staff exploding took out the entire keep. Like the keep was like
still-
defended, and then when magic failed.
Still gonna keep the staff of power.
Yeah, it's just a quarter staff, but okay.
But does it look cool still?
Yeah, it's like a Gandalf staff with a crystal in the top.
Oh, never mind. Antyr won't keep it.
Okay.
It's not their aesthetic. All right. Antyr's gonna pull the group back together after kind of divulging that.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Antyr,
Uh-huh.
before you bring everybody back in.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I could be better.
Well, I mean, in the last battle, you kind of did like an effect I don't think we've seen before. And I just wanted to check in, make sure everything was all right.
Yeah, there's
That
a
was
lot
weird.
of. Yes, there are things happening that I'm keeping under control to my best ability, but I am going to use to effectively achieve the goal that we have set for ourselves.
Okay, well, I mean, you know how I feel. I don't trust you, but I want to.
All right, we could have a trust building exercise. If we come upon an individual, potentially humanoid in nature, so like a drow or,
What about those
unfriendly.
things we just fought?
I don't. No, I would prefer probably something that we find in the Underdark. I could be assured that it's going to work. But I would like for you to knock it out. Don't kill it outright. Let me do it.
Wait, what?
Just knock it unconscious. Knock it out. Don't kill it.
Antyr.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I don't think you know this about me,
Uh-huh.
but it seems like you're just doing murder with extra steps. What's going on?
Antyr, you hear a voice in your head.
Uh-huh.
Stop it from prying, or I shall consume it instead.
Grin, you have to trust me. I know it's a struggle, but just please trust me. I have it under control. And if
Like
you,
I said, you know, everything that you're saying doesn't make sense. I don't trust it. That's why I'm asking. Things are looking a little weird, buddy.
it's all right.
Um,
Things are gonna be weird anyway. Just trust
hey.
that the weird that's happening with me is gonna be put to good use.
Enter.
Uh-huh.
He's just gonna hold out his hand.
Can't do it. I won't do it.
Okay. Okay. Grin's gonna take that as like a thing. You see Grin go just kind of nod And be like, whatever you need in the moment, just say, as long as we aren't hurting any innocent people,
But I'm trying to avoid.
just let me know. I'll help you out, okay?
Just you're a pretty strong hitter. Just knock them down. Allow the opening for me. I just need one. One.
Not
Right
lethal.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
And Antyr, or I mean, Grin will like put a hand on him, but not use the ability, even though he knows that Antyr couldn't tell either way if he used the ability. He's just gonna like give him a pat
Okay.
or give them a pat.
Instinctual pull away for the fear of that, but nods and calls out to the others.
It's the reason why Grin did a pat instead of like
Yeah.
a hold.
Yeah, like
It
a
was like
typical.
to kind of reassure us, like he's not doing any funny business.
As they gather the others around the group, Antyr's going to explain more eloquently about the situation that the or the mass dispel of magic, and will point out the staff.
Okay.
About how the staff was it was a powerful artifact, powerful item, and even it couldn't withstand the repercussions of what happened. If I'm being honest, I don't think searching anymore is going to reveal anything useful. If it was magical or had some magical ties, it was ruined. It was sundered. Gonna point out the glyphs, the runes, and then the staff. I think searching anymore is just going to fill us with more. It's just going to upset us more, really, seeing more and more bodies, knowing that we've had a part to play in this to an extent. That's just my opinion. If you think that searching more may reveal other things, I'm okay with searching it. I don't believe there is a reason anymore after seeing this.
I know, how's everybody else feel? I mean, I saw what the Antyr saw, and I mean, I don't know the intricacies of the arcane, but sounds about right.
Torger will just nod because I don't want to do that voice.
Yes, Icestones likes this.
Yeah, essentially.
The fucking voice is amazing. Oh.
Find the entrance to the Underdark. Instead.
You know, it's that sinkhole out there.
Shall we take a rest then?
Yeah, Justin, that's a question. If we rest underwater, would that count toward the?
No, because you're not swimming. But I'm not gonna say you probably can't rest underwater because
Not like a long rest, but like a short rest.
Like
none
a
of you,
short
none of
rest?
you are really like
Okay.
built for.
We just like
Mm,
sit down.
nah, you're
There's
underwater.
no sitting.
You're underwater.
He's just like-
You're not like built
He's
for.
doing
You're not like built for being underwater. If you were like aquatic, more aquatic based, then you could probably do it comfortably. But this is a pressure and a depth. The pressure is like uncomfortable.
Right.
Nobody plays Triton.
so-
It's
Even-
fun.
Even though we can breathe underwater, there's some part of our body
not
that
comfortable.
knows
Yeah.
this isn't right, and
Also, that
just, like,
fucking swarm of
mhm,
creepies.
unable to truly get any kind of rest.
But swimming through this keep to get to this point of the keep, and then swimming the way out, Constitution saves.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Because that would be another
Justin, for my last question, I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll this. Did I catch
Maybe take my roll.
the did I get a view of them entering? I imagine I saw them entering in the water from the Underdark.
Yeah.
It wasn't immediately, right? Like
No.
there was some.
There
They
was-
walked some
yeah,
before
yeah, yeah.
getting to this. Okay,
Ooh,
okay.
Torger
So
rolled an 8, so Torger has another level of exhaustion.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
Is-
Hopper
30,
also got
Movement
an
speed
8.
halved. Oof.
30, 20 for Antyr.
Speed halved, so after the long rest, Torger will be at 1 level of exhaustion.
Antyr seeing Torger
And
look like
this
that
is
will
this
do.
is 2 hours of travel that counts into forced march. So you have 6 hours of travel left in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Antyr's
before
gonna do temporal
exhaustion.
accelerant on Torger because they look rough.
Oh, the check is made every half hour if wearing medium armor, every 15 minutes if wearing heavy armor. Is that real?
Uh-oh.
I don't think that's real. I don't think that's the official.
Yeah, that's
It's really rough.
That makes sense though. I mean, it makes sense if you're like
agree.
swimming. It makes sense if you're trying to swim on top of the water.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're
Yeah.
sinking, I mean, if you're
We're not
trying
trying
to
to
keep that
maintain
pace,
elevation.
yeah.
Yeah, all Vonkar. Once we get to the sinkhole, all Vonkar has to do is just go.
Vonkar's been walking
Yeah,
along the bottom.
I'm just
here.
I'm just gonna go with the every hour you swim. It's a con
Cool.
save.
That's fair.
All right, so you get out of the keep, and you reach the sinkhole.
All right, are we heading in?
You do not see a bottom.
You said 10 minutes, right? Antyr?
Give or take.
It looks like 10 minutes
I
in the
could-
fragmented shots you saw.
So 10-ish
I
minutes. Good luck.
All right, here we go.
Okay, Grin leads the
I'm
charge into the
gonna-
sinkhole.
I'm gonna be ready to cast Featherfall as soon as we exit the water.
Oh.
Okay, interesting.
No,
Like,
just in case.
when there's no
Interesting. No,
yeah, just in
interesting.
case.
Interesting.
Just in case there's like empty ground.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, does everybody go into the sinkhole? And begin? Okay.
Yeah.
Does
That was-
Vonkar
that
does
was-
Vonkar
Put it out there.
does Vonkar swim or just let?
Yeah, it's like the end of Pacific Rim when they're underwater and they just like jump down.
Sure. Noted. Delving deeper and deeper into the sinkhole, you can feel the water getting colder and colder, and the pressure increasing and increasing.
Antyr, where does this get better?
Vonkar, your armor.
It doesn't.
You can feel your armor. Oh no, your armor's magical. Never mind. I was gonna say if your armor wasn't magical, you'd feel it like buckling and. Who here is all wearing, or using, metal armor that is non-magical? Hopper,
You took yours off.
your green guard armor buckles and crumples and is no longer usable as armor.
God damn it.
Keep it around. Evidence.
Yeah.
So your armor is non-usable while you wear it.
Cool.
Um,
Take that off real quick.
a minute to doff it while you're swimming down.
Just sinking
I'm
and stripping it down.
I mean, if it's unusable, I'm just gonna unequip it for mechanics'
Yeah.
sake, and then
Alright.
actually take time to
As you
later.
get deeper and deeper down this sinkhole, 10 minutes, so you're at 20. Occasionally,
Antyr, update. Come on, this is weird.
We're
occasionally,
still at 10 minutes. We're good.
occasionally, little pieces of
We'll get there when we get there.
occasionally, little pieces of sphere-shaped fungal vegetation glow a deep, fiery orange color that are growing on the side of the sinkhole. Every few moments, they kind of puff up and glow fiery orange. Torger and Vonkar would I don't know if Vonkar would, because Vonkar memories are fucked. Old man memories. Torger would call this stuff out as a fungus native to the Underdark called torch stock. Is highly explosive if approached or disturbed in any way. Like there's no way of harvesting it. If you get too close or touch it, it just detonates.
So it's like a shrieker, but just explosive.
Yeah, and it's again no way to harvest it. The amount of torch stalks that would explode even if one plant was disturbed as you descend is now lit up, because it was dark and now it's all lit up from these things. Even if one plant was disturbed, it would equal around 10 fireball spells in radius and power.
Ice don't means two alarms everyone's. But
These go boom.
this is bad.
The sinkhole continues deeper into darkness. And as you continue to descend, the sinkhole comes to a sudden end at about 25 minutes.
10 minutes. Look.
You can see a smaller tunnel on the side of this sinkhole. The entrance is narrow, requiring you to pass through one at a time, but you can also tell that there appears to be a large air pocket a couple of meters down this tunnel on the side of the sinkhole.
And this looks like where they came out of?
Yeah, and there's no torch stalks growing around the hole.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, so there's not gonna be like no like dex checks to dex saves to try to like maneuver or whatever to try to like maneuver through. But it is a
Gotcha.
but based on the size of the tunnel, it is a one at a time to get through.
Are we outside of the? Are we out? Are the torch stalks still visible?
Oh,
when
definitely.
we approach
The
this?
closest one is
Okay.
like 25 feet away. Like they're still relatively close, but there's none
Okay.
around the entrance to this tunnel.
Okay. Okay.
So like if it
I
was like
gonna
if
do
it was like a
something
hail,
dumb, just don't-
if you're getting like swarmed as a Hail Mary, just shoot one of the torch stalks and just.
It's gonna log that for later.
Yeah, 10 fireballs, so that's like 200-foot radius and a bunch of d6, like 13 d6 or whatever. Or no, it's 8 d6, so it would be way more.
Yeah.
But yeah, little narrow tunnel. This is the tunnel that they came out of Antyr.
Okay. Torger, you lead the way. I'll follow you.
Torger will start swimming through.
Antyr will follow Torger.
Okay. Who's behind Antyr?
I'll go behind Antyr.
Who's behind Hopper?
Grin's
I'm pulling
picking
up
up
the
his phone.
rear, so
Oh, okay, all right. Well, yeah, Grin was like looking at that other stuff, but then he'll turn around and kind of dap up Vonkar, do a little check-in. How you doing, Vonkar? We're heading into the Underdark. You can be all right.
I think so.
I mean, I know it's your old stomping ground, and I also know that you probably don't remember it. So
Yeah, this is gonna be an advantage. I mean, we'll see. I mean, that's the weird thing is that everything's so different now that I don't know if things aren't going to look familiar because I don't remember, or they aren't going to look familiar because that's just not how they're supposed to look.
right, because time passes.
Well, and also the
And things
Feywild
change.
is,
Right,
doing
and that
yeah,
all business.
Yeah, right. Like this city wasn't supposed to be underwater, so who knows what's going on in the Underdark?
Yeah, but I mean, Vonkar, like, listen, we're buds. I just want to make sure you're all right. I mean,
Yeah.
I want to truly check in on this, cause like, I'm not. How are you okay with like not remembering stuff?
Well, I mean,
Like, doesn't it bother you? Like that? That seems like it would kind of not be great. Like you're just losing parts of yourself.
well, I mean, I suppose I've had a long time to come to terms with it. It's not a new thing. It's not new or recent, really.
All right. Well, I don't understand, but I support you, and that just sounds really rough to me. And I heard you're okay.
Well, you know, it's also a very, very long time ago, so it feels like a lifetime away for me.
All right.
I'll put it this way. It's hard for me not to feel okay with things when, so far, just about everything that's been happening to us has still been better than how I spent the last few hundred years.
How have you spent the last few hundred years?
Unpleasantly. But we don't have time for that. Let's keep focusing.
All right.
Everyone's got secrets.
All right. All right, Vonkar. All right. We'll get back to this later, buddy.
Maybe Vonkar is the one you shouldn't trust.
Like Grin had no doubts about Vonkar up until this moment. Like he was just like, oh, Vonkar, he's like the most reliable fucking dude here.
There's a reason why we're all together. Deep dark secrets.
Yeah.
All right, Vonkar. All
Alrighty.
right.
Grin swims into the tunnel, which might be a tight fit for Grin's new form, new shape and size, but hey.
Yeah.
Uh,
At least, so here's how I'm interpreting it. It is difficult for him, but it shouldn't be if he was familiar
Yeah.
with his current form. So
you're like Slender Man.
like, yeah, exactly. So like, normally this would be really easy for him to like get through, like if he was familiar with his form. But like, since he's not, it's just like he's all. It's like a someone who had a growth spurt. And they're all elbows. You know, get what I'm saying? All elbows and knees, and they're just bumping into everything.
As you guys all swim single file through this tunnel, you reach the air pocket, and it's not an air pocket, but an opening to a very wide tunnel that seemed to have avoided flooding when this region merged with the Feywild. The tunnel is absolutely pitch black. Save from some small little pockets carved into the walls where flickering purple torches sit. It appears like this tunnel is, or at least was, a few days prior, a well-traveled underground road, especially when after some time adjusting to the strangeness of suddenly being underwater and now not. You see a thick, sturdy wagon has been clearly split in half at the front. Roughly where the entrance to this tunnel meets the submerged tunnel into the sinkhole. It's surrounded by rubble, and most of the goods being transported have either rotted beyond use in terms of food or been damaged beyond use in the accident. You can also hear pained moaning coming from under the wreckage of the wagon and rubble, and then this tunnel continues for quite some distance as far as you can see. So you can just hear like pained moaning coming from like under the wagon and rubble, and the wagon is literally just to your left as you surface. So it looks like when this merged, this underground road got cut off right here where this wagon was and transported.
Oh.
So anything Underdark that was beyond this is probably still somewhere, but yeah, this person or this wagon looks like it was on like a trek when this happened, and it cut the front of the wagon in half, and
Like, does it look like it's trying to leave or enter? Leave, probably. Right?
making the way down the road. You don't know how much length of this road was cut in half.
Whenever I say leave, I'm sorry. In our visual appearance, it looks like it
It was
toward us.
Yeah. When you as soon as you submerge or emerge,
Yeah.
yeah, you can see like the wagon was coming this way when it happened. Clearly, where you just came from is where this portion of the Underdark was cut off from. Yeah, you can hear weird moaning coming from like painful moaning coming from under the wagon. Rubble, broken wagon, covered in like rotting food and just broken junk. And then the road just continues.
Antyr will walk over to investigate, to look, to see.
Yeah, you can just hear moaning coming from under the rubble.
Any
Like-
visual
No,
visuals of people?
it does sound like a
Everything
person.
comes out of the water
It does
and
sound
just
like. It does sound like a person though. Yeah, everyone can hear it. Like as soon as you emerge, you just hear.
Someone help.
It sounds like someone in the top. Where
Torger-
is this at?
Yeah, you guys hear it like right beside you to the left, where like a
Yeah.
wagon is. Torger is gonna help like start shifting rocks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Antyr will do the
Vanguard's
same.
over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Shifting the debris from the wagon and wreckage aside, you see something horrific, maybe to most of you. To one, I imagine it's just meh. You see a pale Duergar, roughly no older than Torger, has merged with some of the surrounding tunnel floor. Like melded with it, like the people who melded with the terrain in the jungle and the sheep. This
Animals,
person has melded with the floor, their flesh merging with the rock. They're staring upwards towards the ceiling and moving, unable to move their head or body, because it's all just fused with the rock. like the stone floor. Their eyes lock with your eyes, and they are wide with terror and dread. And the only form of communication they can make in this state is these horrible moaning sounds, as it would seem that some portions of their mouth are also rock and stone, like it's merged through the back of their head and into like their like throat and stuff too. So it's also cutting off their like airway. And they've clearly been in this state for a few days because of the merging. And you can tell just by looking at their state, there's no freeing them from the surrounding rock, as they are now part of the tunnel. Antyr.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Feed. And you can see like they're like drifting in and out of consciousness. Like the pain brings them back to consciousness, and they start to drift again.
Antyr's going to subtle spell, suffocate.
Okay.
Counterspell.
Seeing the
You
same.
can't counterspell. It's no one knows Antyr's casting a spell.
Well, at the same time, I mean, since this stuff is happening, Grin is going to begin doing a funeral rites ceremony
Okay.
because, I mean, Grin did something like similar for the sheeple person
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing this person in front of them, they are immediately doing like funeral rites and are prepared to like end their suffering.
Okay.
Not knowing what Antyr is doing at all.
Yeah. Are you
But
are you
just
are you
kind
ca-
of-
are you casting the spell ceremony?
Yes.
Okay, so both of you need to make d20 rolls.
Okay.
Oh shit, that's right.
Fireball.
But Andrew, yeah, you're doing your like subtle spelling suffocate on this. You're not feeding on them?
Oh,
Andrew.
suffocate knocks them unconscious.
Oh, that's right, because then it starts to make because they're on. That's right. It's new. It's one from like one of the new books. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
But
Uh,
it was in somewhere.
Suffocate. I'll say ceremony was first before suffocate started. So, Grin, what'd you get for your d20?
16.
Perfect. You start casting ceremony.
And as Grin is doing that, he's pulling out the shatter spike and is preparing a death blow.
Okay.
Like just like looking into the
Oh,
person's
boy.
eyes
Okay.
and checking in with them as like, is this okay? Are you? Is this?
Okay.
Do you want to go on?
It doesn't seem like
And-
they're like registering.
Okay.
Antyr, you're casting suffocate.
Uh-huh.
What's your d20?
A 9.
Roll a t100.
Okay. Fuck. 70s are a thing. 73?
73.
Do I turn into a fucking sheep again?
Maybe.
There's 6 people here, counting the Duergar
Oh no.
in the ground.
Oh no.
I like the way you just highlighted that.
Hold on. I'll roll again, because technically they're resistant to poison, so we'll see if the effect jumps to somebody else.
Oh no.
Antyr, pick a number between 1 and 5.
5.
Gran, pick a number between 1 and 5.
1.
Hopper, pick a number between 1 and 5. That hasn't been said yet. 6 is 6, 1, and 5. 5?
You said 1 and 5. So no one can pick 6.
So 2,
Wait, I
3,
thought-
4. 2, 3, 4 is left.
Yeah, I said 3. 3.
Okay?
Oh, we didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Vonkar,
Oh no.
2 or 4.
No, I think if that's the case, then Vonkar will also be a reroll.
Yep. Who picked 4? Torger.
No one?
Torger, so reroll because the poison's bouncing around to see somebody who's not resistant to it. 1. Who picked 1?
Grin.
Oh,
Grin.
No.
You, as you're going to drive the blow, you feel overcome with just nausea and sickness, and you begin to
that's
like
awesome.
you get into like you're poisoned for 1 hour,
Oof. Okay.
and that kind of momentarily like would sudden nausea is disorienting. But while you're doing, it's like almost as soon as you are doing, it's like while you're doing the funeral rite, you get sick to your stomach. Poison.
That is such a weird narrative right there.
So
Oh.
disadvantage on ability
And
checks
attack rolls.
and attack rolls,
Yeah.
which is the same as
All right. I can't find
the level 1 exhaustion that I currently have.
Oh wait, is suffocate homebrew? Did I homebrew that spell?
Wait,
It sounds homebrewed.
Because I know there's a book that lets
I've
you
never
cast
seen it
suffocate.
before.
it's from LOE.
What?
I don't know.
LOE. Layers of Aetheris.
Is that?
Yeah. For some reason I can't search the spell up, but I know it's in this book. Yeah.
It says partnered content, so
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we
For some
need to have
reason I
that.
could-
But
For
yeah.
some reason I couldn't look it up. Yeah. Suffocate. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Suffocate. Found it.
A pair of grasping hands made of invisible forces make a spell attack against one creature you can see within range. On a hit, the creature is restrained at the hands, crush their throat, or bodily equivalent.
Yeah.
If the creature requires air to breathe, it begins to suffocate. A suffocating creature can survive for 1
Yeah.
plus its con modifier.
Okay. Commoner, so it
At
has
the start of
0,
this round,
so it's
yeah.
6 seconds. So Grin is hit by this wave of nausea, and then silently this thing just suffocates to unconsciousness.
Antyr is going to approach
Okay.
slowly and give Grin a soft pat on the shoulder as they kneel.
Mhm.
know if I can do this, Antyr.
And Antyr's hand will go and touch the
This is-
face slowly, and
This
the
is
finger will...
this is the first time you're doing this in front of it. You did this in front of Hopper before, but they didn't notice.
realize,
Yeah. Okay.
And the fingers run across the mouth of the creature, of this Duergar, which I feel
Mhm.
so bad for, because I know I'm gonna get chastised, but gonna do it.
Alright.
And do something.
You're doing
some stuff.
you're doing the thing.
The thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Constitution saving throw. +0. 3. Okay. 10d6.
Sorry, y'all. 31.
31. Your number is 124. The Duergar, you'll watch as Antyr places their hand on the Duergar. And Hopper, you're seeing this happen for the second time now, but the first time you didn't really understand. You thought it was the Cathadium crystals that the sailor was snorting that caused him to turn weird.
Yeah.
Antyr places the hand on this Duergar, and you can see the Duergar instantly withered to a husk and go still. Antyr, your hit point maximum goes back to normal. I have a note on your character sheet what it should be at because I couldn't change it with that feat. So,
So it should be at. Got it. Okay, I need to adjust
yeah,
that.
you should be at 64.
64. Got it. Okay.
Things get a little wonky.
Damn, you
when
have more
start.
hit points than I do.
So
Yeah,
you
me too.
you
I'm
I'm
a
a
pretty high
paladin.
con too. I'm
You-
a pretty high con.
Yeah.
My con's low.
you drain the Duergar, and as you do, you feel that surge of power again, and you get a sense the hungrier this entity gets, the harder it is to resist its call, defeat it. There's a puddle of water nearby. The puddles of water that have formed in the natural condensation of this tunnel, they're all over the place. They're like glassy mirrors. You briefly catch a glimpse of yourself in one of these puddles. And in your reflection, you look old, withered, and impossibly ancient. But to everybody else, you look normal.
I think Hopper, while this is happening, as soon as he sees the Antyr get closer to the body, he's gonna creep forward, and then when you see it starts to disintegrate,
Doesn't really
gonna
disintegrate, it
put
just
the
withers.
Everhorn-
It just withers to a
Yeah.
husk.
well,
Less.
yeah,
Like
Just
something
an
that you'd see from a
artistic
necrotic
term.
spell.
yeah.
Yeah. Any regular necrotic
It just looks
spell.
like what necrosis would do to somebody through magic. You wouldn't really know Antyr's doing anything untoward.
But like I've seen this happen before.
Yeah.
It's the second time. The visual aesthetic, yeah.
So I'm just gonna get like very creepily right up behind Antyr.
Okay.
Just hand on the Everthorn hilt.
So you're holding the sword out to Antyr?
No, it's still in the scabbard.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just holding the hilt, like
Just like
trying
a
to
casual.
look relaxed. Like
It's like a cop with their
hand.
hand on the holster of
Exactly.
their gun,
Just
just walking
exactly.
Okay.
Security.
Hopper's being the pig that he's trained to be right now.
Perfect.
Doing there, bud.
Antyr,
Uh-huh.
there's something in your mind that senses a threatening presence sort of start to approach. It may not be outwardly threatening, but something in you detects it. And I would like you to turn on Hopper. Well, first off, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw. The DC is 25 because of how many people you've consumed.
I can't beat that.
That sucks.
You could try to go for a nat
So-
20. No.
It won't even
No.
help.
You
27.
It's an ability check, not an attack or a saving throw. Man.
So, Antyr, sensing this threat approach, what it perceives as a threat approach from behind, you feel yourself fade into kind of like Get Out when he falls into like that shadow place. He can't really control himself.
Yeah.
You spin around, place a hand on Hopper's shoulders, and Hopper, you see Antyr like looking into your eyes, but like it's not
Yeah.
hostile. They're just smiling at you like affectionately, like it's okay, they're fine. This person's better. Antyr.
Can I make an insight
Nope.
check?
Not enough time.
Okay.
Antyr, I would
cool.
like you to cast Inflict Wounds at 4th level.
I don't have my armor.
No,
Fuck.
Inflict Wounds 10th level, or 4th level.
What?
I was like,
Jesus.
So yeah, plus 10 to hit, and it's gonna be 1d10 for every level above first. So
Antyr has inflict wounds?
Yep.
Something,
but no one really knows that. But you guys
Yeah.
see.
Isn't that a cleric spell?
All right. So it's a 4th level, so that is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be
Wait,
6.
you have to
Roll
roll.
to
I know. I
attack
rolled a hit.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
17 hits.
Shield.
Okay. Now I get to do some fun.
'Cause
Oh,
that's a
let me roll
magic.
for search.
Do
magic
you
roll.
have
Well,
that? Hold on.
I was
Oh,
gonna.
okay.
I was gonna say.
Up to Justin.
So
I rolled a 12 on the surge. Just so
okay.
You know.
Let me look at the ruling of shield.
I was gonna say because
Uh-huh.
shield's a reaction, and if Hopper is surprised,
Correct. You don't
By
have a
this.
reaction by this. You're surprised by this.
that's why I was gonna. That's why I was
I
gonna say
mean,
like, should Hopper have to roll
I feel
an
like-
insight
You're
check
not-
to get
You're
shield
this
off?
is you're not expecting a hostile encounter out of nowhere.
Okay, that's true. I'm not expecting.
fair.
I'm expecting
That's
words
fair.
from Antyr,
So,
not actions.
Roll
That's fair.
roll
Okay.
the full damage of inflict wounds.
So
At
checking
least I
that,
keep
that'll
my
be.
spell slot.
Oh no.
My armor didn't constrict.
Fuck. 44.
Hopper, you take 44 necrotic damage. Or
Fuck.
inflict wounds is necrotic? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And as that happens, you all see Antyr, like their head. You like instinctively shake your head as you regain control, Antyr, and a rift opens up in space beside Antyr, and stepping out, this long, gangly creature with like blue withered skin. It kind of looks like Antyr. Pulls itself through the rift and steps through. You can see it's Antyr, but withered, lanky, tall. Skin is all like emaciated and sunken in and sallow. The eyes are deep black pits with like just glowing whites. And as this like undead, otherworldly Antyr pulls themselves through the rift, Antyr, something has drawn the ire of the timeless hunger. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Oh boy.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hopper's. I pushed Justin over the edge. I feel like I tried too much silly shit in the combat, and now Justin's trying to kill me.
No.
No, no.
This
No,
could be
this has been
real bad.
No, Hopper pushed initially, saw initially. He's a threat to this thing.
I mean, Grin
Whew.
He
saw
was.
it. Grin's not blind.
By the way, that's
But-
what walked out of the rift.
Huh?
I posted a picture of what just walked out of the rift.
Oh,
And then just
oh no.
Who I am.
But that's what we're getting in the session for the week. We'll see you all back here
Hello,
next week
darkness,
because
my old friend.
not taking a break next week, especially after that cliffhanger. No break next